Hello. Hello, hello. Hi, chat. Welcome in. It is really good to see all of you. I hope you're all doing so well. Let me see who got first group. Also, thank you everyone for cheering me on. I see so many cheer on the builders already. Yul, Thomas, Magda, Dancing Donut, and Naomi. Let's go, let's go. Thank you for being here early as I start the stream. Also, Esther, thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you for remembering to pin it. I appreciate it. Also, Twiggy, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. It's nice to meet you. It is very, very nice to meet you. I hope you're having a good day so far. How is everyone? I hope all of you are doing absolutely wonderful. It is so good to see you. Long time no see. I know, it's been forever. It's been like hours upon hours. Let me say hello to all of you. Pauline, welcome in. Courier, welcome in. Magda, welcome in. Alma, welcome in. Faye, welcome in. Bleep, welcome in. Joanne, welcome in. Naomi, welcome in. Joanne, thank you so much for cheering me on. Thomas, welcome in. Random Teen, welcome in. Joanna, welcome in. Lisbeth, welcome in. Pauline, thanks for cheering me on. Raven, welcome in. Mary Hone, welcome in. P. Vermi, welcome in. Bloomstead Simmer, welcome in. Bounce and Fly Away, welcome in. Dancing Donut, welcome in. Naomi, thank you for the streak. Emma, welcome in. Average J, welcome in. Alma, thank you for the streak. Mimbim, welcome in. Simstorin, welcome in. Thank you for that follow. Random Teen, thank you for the streak. Saranel, welcome in. Nora, welcome in. And thank you for cheering me on. So welcome in. Bikesion, welcome in. Gator, welcome in. Elia, welcome in. Riri, thanks for cheering me on. Maggie, welcome in. Kiwi, welcome in. Mama Sim Streamer, welcome in. Riri, welcome in, of course, as well. Izzy, welcome in. Madison, welcome in. Peace, welcome in. Nuts, welcome in. Wicked, welcome in. Also, your fave brunette, thank you so much for hanging out enough that you got to redeem the freaking palm tree roll. Let's go. Thank you. And welcome in, of course. Senanor, welcome in, and thanks for cheering me on. Noisy, welcome in. Kate, welcome in. Alma, thanks for cheering me on. Fire Cutes, welcome in, and thanks for cheering me on. Flavia, welcome in. Pepin, and welcome in. Emma, thank you for the streak. Elia, thanks for cheering me on. Susan, welcome in. Esther, welcome in. Olympia, welcome in. Liv, welcome in. Esmifi, welcome in. Ellen, welcome in. Dead Plants. Yeah, 22 times, considering you've been here like more than 3 years. I don't think many plants like it if they get watered. Like, I don't know, maybe every once a month. Every once a month. Oopsie. Also, Aylin Sim, welcome in. It's very nice to have you today. I hope you're doing well. Lovely cactus. I think even a cactus would not survive that. Unless it's a cactus made of plastic from IKEA or something. Also, Elia, thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. And Frida, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. Hold on. I spilled food. I was quickly eating my dinner, but I just noticed that I spilled food on my pants. But how is everyone? I hope you guys are doing so well. Do you want to hear something fun? You know what I learned today? I feel like I have to tell you guys this because I think Joanna, thank you so much for the $20 donation. Thank you. What the heck? Let me put a stamp on my arm for you. Can we get some donation Daves in chat for that? Thank you. I really appreciate you wanting to donate $20. Let's go. Putting us even more close to our goal. Great thing to get interrupted by. Honestly, true. I do not mind getting interrupted by donation chat, just so you know. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. Hold on. Beautiful stash. There you go. But thank you so much for wanting to donate. I really appreciate that. So you know what I learned today? You know how I sneeze a lot on stream? Did you know that's because my brain is broken? I actually learned this today. So apparently you have like a really big nerve in your face. It's like a nerve that basically crosses, like it comes from here and it crosses your entire face like this. And then it goes into your jaw and it goes into your nose and it goes into your eyes. And one of the things is, we know that your brain is broken often in this stream. Yes, but in this case, it's actually proven to be broken. So, just in case you didn't know, if you are a person that sneezes when you look into the light, or when you have a feeling like you need to sneeze and you look into the light and you actually sneeze. Fun fact, you are part of about 18 to 35% of the population. You don't know exactly how many people that have this because it's really hard to measure, but like somewhere between 18 and 35 people is like what they estimate. You are part of the percentage of the world that has a broken brain. Because what happens is this nerve that is connected to both your nose and your eyes is actually broken. Your brain is interpreting the signals wrong. So what happens is that normally when you have something in your nose, your brain will trigger a sneeze response to clear out your airways. However, if you are someone that can look into the light and then sneeze, AKA probably means that the bright light that you are looking into was the thing that triggered the sneeze. Because your brain, like I said, that nerve that goes across your face goes into your eyes as well. And the bright light hitting your eye, your brain will think, oh shit, we need to sneeze. Like it literally just interprets the signal wrong. And you know, this completely resolves why I only sneeze this much at my desk, because there's 2 ginormous key lights right in front of me. I am looking at 2 bright lights the entire day. I was always thinking like, is there more dust on my desk? Is there like, am I allergic to one of the plants on my desk? Like, what is going on in this room that I always have to sneeze at my desk, because I don't sneeze this much in the rest of my life? Like, there is a sneeze emote for a reason. I only sneeze this much on stream. And today I figured out why. I mean, I'm also allergic to chats. Duh. I'm not joking. No, I'm dead serious. Row in the dark stream when? There we go. I mean, then I'm still looking at a really bright monitor, but there we go. Row in the dark. I turned off my lights. Also, Sterling Dragon, thank you so much for the streak. And Kuja Cat, welcome in. And Steph, welcome in. And Anna, welcome in. And Lizzie, welcome in. And Erica, welcome in. And Losing It, welcome in. I hope all of you are doing well. You can test this on days when you don't stream and it's bright outside. So that's the thing. I do also sneeze sometimes when it's really bright outside, but usually it's really bright outside when it's like summertime or springtime. So I always just thought, oh, that's probably because I have hay fever or something. But like, isn't this so cool? The sun makes you sneeze a lot. Congratulations, you have a broken brain. I learned this today and I was like, oh, I finally have an explanation. It's low-key cozy. I know. It's because my main monitor is giving like enough light that my camera can still like see everything properly. But yeah, these are like weird fun facts that I love. Like I love learning these kind of things. What if I do not have this issue, but I have a broken brain anyway? I mean, that's possible. Your brain can be broken in multiple ways. But I'm glad you enjoyed my little TED talk about sneezing. It feels so random, but I just like it. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. But yeah, that was just something that I really wanted to share with you guys today. What? Scott listened in and he went like, why did you go like that? Why did you go like that? I saw a TikTok from a scientist who explains this. I can send you the video if you want to see it. If you want like the full explanation. She explains it way better than I am. Oh, best part. Oh my god, I didn't even tell you guys the best part. Scientists made up a name for this. Hold on, I need the video because I don't actually remember. It's a very long name, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it if I tell you. Oh my god, I can't believe that I didn't actually tell you this. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna have to. Oh yeah. Also, did you know that if you have to sneeze, that you can actually reduce your sneeze, or like you know, not reduce it, but like stop it? You have to press really hard on like the part underneath your nose and like hold it and like press down, because it apparently overloads that nerve, and therefore you no longer have to sneeze. Because your brain is like overloaded nerve, and then it stops anything that it was doing. Like it deletes the cache. So if you like press here, you don't need to sneeze. Also, I'm gonna turn my lights back on because it's really dark. But, oh, and it's also hereditary. So like if you have it, your parents also have it, or at least one of them. Oh yeah, it is called autosomal dominant compelling helio-ophthalmic outburst. And you might think, why is that funny, Ro? Why did you need to look up this name? Again, autosomal dominant compelling helio-ophthalmic outburst. I can't even say it. Yeah. You know what the abbreviation for that is? Achoo. Isn't that the best? A bunch of scientists somewhere had like a really good day. They were like, we have to come up with a brilliant name for this concept. What do you think we should call it? Of course that's on purpose. Someone was like, hold up, guys. Hi, Lil. Sorry, we were just having a random facts moment. But welcome in, Mushies. It's really good to see you. How are you guys doing? How did you end up finishing your house? Did you finish your house today? I hope you, like, I love the spot that you picked. I think that side of the water looks so cozy. You did not, to be fair. Amber built my house, so I didn't even do anything. But it's really good to see you. Thank you so much for sending all the mushies over. Also, if you need to go de-stream, if you need to go rest or anything, like, please make sure to do so. I know, at least I usually am pretty tired after a Minecraft stream because I'm constantly scared and jump scared. So, you know, if you want to take a break from the screen, make sure to do so. I'll promise to take good care of all of your cute community members. But I hope all of you are doing so well. I ended just as a creeper looking in by the window, so I'm a bit scared. Oh no. Yeah, that's not great. Just stay in your house and wait for it to wander off, or like for it to despawn. Also, my cat is here to say hello. Dude, are you here to give Lil some kissies? The way she's like head bobbing the microphone, I think she's genuinely trying to give you guys some kisses. But welcome in. I hope all of you are doing well. I was just telling a little story about how apparently when you look into the light and you have to sneeze, that's like a defect in your brain, like your brain's broken. So that's what we were laughing about, because the scientist that named that phenomenon called it a chew. Like, that's the abbreviation. So that's what I was laughing about as you guys came in. Yes, I have an orange girly. She is very special. But thank you for that shout out for Lil. Anyone hanging out here, you have to go drop your bum right now. Lil is literally one of the sweetest, kindest, most unhinged people I know on the platform in the best way possible. I have known Lil since even before I started streaming. We go way back at this point. We have some good lore. And you should go follow. She does a lot of cozy games, also the occasional co-working or like co-reading stream. So I just know that you guys are gonna love it over there. And she's purring so loud. She's really happy that you guys are here. So thank you for being here. Of course, Becca, of course. I love helping other girly pops. Lil is also on the girly pop SMP, also on Team Honey, best team, duh. So yeah, if you guys want to go check her out, you will absolutely love that stream, 100%. Lil's basically like a Dutchie at this point. She's married to a Dutchie, so Lil's also a Dutchie. She's not really, but she is, you know. Her Dutch is really good. But yeah, for anyone who's here, welcome in. I actually have a little raid video. It's like a 1-minute introduction to me and my streams and my community that hopefully gives you a little bit of an idea of what my streams are like. And then I would like to tell you a little bit about the fundraiser that we're doing, because we're doing a month-long fundraiser for Movember, and we're actually really close to hitting our next goal. So I'll tell you a little bit about that after the raid video. So I'll talk to you guys in about a minute. Also, Toot, you're sitting on my keyboard. How about no?
Welcome in, my name is Rosanna, and online I go by Rosannatxt because I'm quite the chatterbox and I have a lot of text. See what I did there? I'm a full-time creator and Twitch ambassador, and on my channel we do gaming. Wait. I leave my Sims unattended for 2 minutes. They are mother and daughter. They are mother and daughter. Co-working. We're gonna ace our work. We're gonna wrap up the day. We got this. I'm very proud of you for being here, and a sprinkle of IRL.
It's just me and my bestie hanging out, you know, chat. Me and my bestie.
I'm from the Netherlands, and I live with my partner and my 2 cats named Toot and Soos.
Did you just try to eat the creeper?
I'm neurospicy, chronically ill, and some days I seriously wonder if I should be allowed on the internet with a camera and microphone.
She is doing the partner pussy. I didn't mean to say partner pussy. Let me tell you, lube does wonders. It's like more slippery than soap. And yes, I have actually used it. I have been to that point.
I love to use my platform to raise money for charity, and my community is champion of coming up with silly incentives and goals.
I'm a lemon! Wow! I'm gonna find a spot that's not too dusty. Ew, that one's even saltier.
I'll feed you mayo. Chat, don't worry. I never realized that you don't chew on mayo.
Our community is named the Jungle of Planties, a space where everyone is unique and yet we grow and thrive together. And you are more than welcome to hang out with us. But don't forget to stretch, take a sip, and take some time away from the screen. Because like we always say here, self-care is very sexy.
The mayo clip is like, either people are like, oh my god, a whole spoon of mayo is wild, or people are like, oh, that's disgusting. Yes, a whole spoon of mayo. It wasn't a great success. I don't think I'll be doing it again. Also, oh, you were, wait, Lil, did you do that? Did you play? Jojo is asking if you're the Glenda girl playing Peak. I actually don't think I know this, so I don't know if you're still here. Also, if you're lurking, and you know, please also take your time away from the screen. No need to answer, but now I'm curious if that's actually you. Bongzo, thank you so much for the 6 months. Thank you. Please enter all of your subby perks for a whole month more. And also thank you for the follows earlier. I appreciate that as well. And Jane, welcome in. And Alicia, welcome in. And Recti, welcome in. And Mary, welcome in. And Simply Steph May, welcome in. And Poodle, welcome in. So many of you. Mark, welcome in. Casey, welcome in. I hope all of you are doing good. Maybe I have a bird named Glinda on my screen. And I mean, I know you've played Peak. She had a bird picture. Yeah, okay. So that is you. That is you. Also, Willie, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I always giggle at the spoon of mayo, but it's because of what you say. Yeah. But it's like weird, because normally when I eat mayo, like the flavor of mayo, I always eat it with something to chew on, like fries or maybe on a sandwich or something. But like the fact that I had the taste of mayo, but then I didn't have to chew on it, was very confusing. And then you'll be like, let's go, Jane. That sounds lovely. That sounds really good. I love that for you. But yeah, I was going to talk a little bit about the charity fundraiser. So for anyone who hasn't heard me yap about it, because I have been yapping about it a lot, but I would like to yap about it some more. We are doing a month-long fundraiser for Movember. Movember is the only charity that fights for men's physical and mental health on a global scale. So their slogan is basically to prevent men from dying too young. which means that they do a lot of work in terms of education, breaking stigmas, stuff like that around the concept. I keep saying the word concept when I talk about this, as if like mental health is a concept. No, I don't know the proper word for it though. This is like language barrier playing up, but they do a lot of education for like how to get yourself checked out properly. For specifically prostate cancer and testicular cancer, like what early signs are, how you can check yourself, like how to make an appointment with the right doctor. Exactly, like a super abstract concept. If only it was an abstract concept, that'd be great. Topic, yes, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. See, I know the word, but then just my brain can't connect the dots for it. But yes, the topics of specifically like prostate cancer, testicular cancer, and a lot of things into suicide prevention and mental health. Because for a lot of men, there is a lot of stigma around it, specifically in certain cultures. People are, like the stereotypes of what masculine is supposed to look like are even stronger than in others. And they really try to break open the conversation. And something that they do, which I think sets them apart from a lot of other charities doing this, is that not only do they work on a global scale, but also they try to work like really localized with communities. So instead of saying, oh, we're going to launch like a super big campaign about mental health worldwide, they really try to figure out what will help or what is like needed in that local community. And then they work together with sports companies or sports like communities or schools or veteran communities and stuff like that to really make sure that what they're doing actually connects with their audience, like so that it's not just a random message that they throw out into the world, but it's actually something that will land with the people who are supposed to hear it. And I think that really sets them apart. I think that's really special. And this is our third year fundraising for Movember. It is a charity that's very near and dear to my heart, and I'm very happy that we get to do this every year. And this is only the 7th day of our fundraiser. So obviously it is the 11th of November, but this is only like the 7th day that I'm live fundraising. And we've already almost raised 6.5K. We're really, really close. We're like 60. Guys, there's an opportunity here. We're $69 away from reaching our next goal. Today, our team, because I'm not just fundraising by myself, there's a whole team of wonderful people who are also all fundraising. The team actually passed the 10K mark. So the team at this point has raised $10,000. Well, $10,065.89. That had to be planned. I mean, honestly, I don't know if it was, but if it was, that person, big brain. Very, very big brain. But yeah, it's a charity that, like I said, I do a fundraiser for every year, and it is really near and dear to my heart. And later today, I also would like to watch a video with you guys of some more of the work that they do. And today on stream for the entire month, basically, I have like giveaways and stuff going on to make sure that, I don't know, like to keep the hype going, but also to from like my, side as or perspective as a streamer, to give back to you guys as a community for raising so much money. So I have like Sims DLC giveaways for the entire month. We have, if we reach this goal, I'm going to give away a year-long premium subscription to the Sims Tree, which is a service where you can keep track of your Sims family trees. So yeah. It's a lot of fun things. We have more fun streams to come up. We have more fun goals to come. So there's plenty to make this stream go round. So this being included is so important. So big thank you. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for like saying that it's an important charity, because I think it is, but it's always good to know that it resonates with the community. But it makes sense that you learned that. I mean, I guess it's like in a way related. But yeah, it's unfortunately, it is definitely occurring more and more. And I think these are just things that just like mental health, I think there's just a lot of stigma around these things. And therefore, the right conversations don't always happen, which can end up in scenarios where people get diagnosed way too late, even though both prostate cancer and testicular cancer are actually very curable if caught early. But if caught late, you know, they can actually be deadly. So it's one of those things where the more people know up front, the more, literally the more people we can keep alive. So also, Lenny, thank you so much for the 22-month resub. Holy butts, that's such a long time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please enter all of your subby perks for a whole month more. And thank you so much for being here. It's really good to see you. See, another one on the team. Another one from the Movember team. Lenny is also raising funds for Movember. Did you see we passed 10K? As a team, that is wild. Also, Nazadam, welcome in, and Infleora, welcome in, and Sage, welcome in, and Plumlo, welcome in, and Blue Charm, welcome in. And thanks for cheering me on, and Triss, welcome in. I hope all of you are doing so well today. Both of the kitties are here. Yes, they're both sleeping. That's Seuss, that's Toot. They're both just chilling here. They do be vibing. It gives me peace. And this is why it's awkward to have a common word in the username. Yes, peace, you belong to Yule now. Something, I don't know what happened, but you were given. Also, Jellystam, welcome in. It's good to see you. I know, Snack. As I said it, I was like, yeah, that's honestly kind of low-key. Unintentional, but perfect. I mean, I've been saying holy butts for like a really long time. Actually, I think holy butts comes from Lil. I think I subconsciously copied that from Lil, like way back when, because I didn't, for some reason, I didn't want to say holy shit, even though I'm like fine with saying holy shit. Doesn't even matter. But Lil said holy butts. And I just kind of subconsciously copied that. And then I started saying it. I mean, if someone subscribes with Prime, I literally have a cat showing their butthole, because specifically for Primes, I started saying holy butts. Like, it was like if someone subscribed, it was like, holy shit, thank you so much for the sub. And then it was holy butts for a Prime sub. And then that sort of integrated and it just became holy butts altogether. Because my normal words I can't use. Yep, that's fair. That's fair. Also, the ads are going, so I'm actually going to start up my game while the ads are running so that we can actually get into some building today. For anyone who is not aware, I made a shell challenge for Movember. This was one of the goals that the community could unlock, and I'm gonna show you guys. So this is the shell challenge. It is a mustache and a heart, and there's also a basement, and this shell is a puzzle shell, meaning that basically inside of this shape there's different rooms, and we had to puzzle it together. So we did one stream where we already worked on this, and also I fixed that emote, and now it's broken again in the shell challenge command. I'm so confused. No, oh yeah, your extra special. Nice, let's go, Kate. Just a heads up, the shell is horrible at first, but then suddenly it's also fun. I feel like that's a really good description of an average shell challenge experience. It's like you start and then you're like, what have I started? And then you work on it and you're like, oh, actually, this is pretty fun. But yeah, the deadline is the end of the month. So if you want to participate, you basically have about like 2.5 weeks left to participate, and then I'm gonna tour them on the 1st and the 2nd of December, so I'm pretty excited for that as well. And we are turning it into a super fancy waterfront house for rich people, because for some reason, that's when I was making the shell, that's what it ended up looking like. So I just like a Hamptons house basically. Once it clicks and you have a vision, it's really fun, but any time before that, it's just a struggle. It's just a struggle. Oh yeah, sorry, that's a typo on my end. So if you are if you want to duplicate the shell, you need to duplicate all the pieces. It says just pick pieces. It's supposed to say don't just pick pieces. You have 4 copies. Holy shit, your shell build's gonna be ginormous. 4 copies is hella impressive. I'm actually really curious to see what you're making off of that. Also, the game is starting up. So I'm gonna switch here to The Sims. There we go. I mean, mine is already a whole villa. You've seen a sneak peek? Oh, you guys make me really curious. Oh, also, we're not on Girly Pop right now, so let me get rid of the Girly Pop logo. There we go. Took me 3 days and I'm not done yet. Fair enough. If you duplicate the shell that many times. Also, I changed the game capture, but it's not actually capturing my game. Hello? Are you going to work OBS? No? There we go. I just need a little bit. Not done with puzzling. Wait, you're still puzzling even? That's wild. That's impressive. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. But yeah, we're gonna continue our build. I'm gonna show you quickly what I've done with the shell so far, and then I think I'm gonna start mostly with landscaping. Because right now the house looks a bit random. I'm gonna lose it at the 3 simoleons. Oh, that household had 3 simoleons. Oopsie. I also really enjoy turning the table and having a secret for Rose she gets to see. Okay, I'm excited. I am excited. I think we were building in the new world of Gibby Point because there we had, yes, this is where we are. I also used like the mustache parts for like a really weird shed kind of situation. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I haven't fully decided. I might actually change that still. Because I think I might be able to do something better with it than that I have done now. But that was a difficult part. The 2 weeks make me panic though. I mean, technically it's like 19 days, so it's 2.5 weeks. So that's fine. You still have time. No need for panic. You can do it. You got this. Okay. I'm excited to build, actually. I don't know. It's been a while since I got, like, I don't know, locked into a Sims build. Because I feel like with the Pippi Longstocking one, because I was replicating something, because, you know, you're working on a specific style or something, in a way I get less locked in. Due date is the 30th of November, so end of the month. The tours are on the 1st and 2nd of December. Also, Esposito, welcome in. It's good to see you. And Social Science Nerd, thank you for this streak. Let's go, double digits. Hope I can do it in a week. Probably. I mean, if you... Oh, my game is frozen. If you don't duplicate the shell, it's not a super big shell challenge. There we go. It's having some issues loading the lot. Apparently, the game also thinks my shell challenge is really difficult. In theory, you could work on it. Yes. So if you want to get it toured, in theory, you could work on it until December 2nd, 7 p.m. because that's the last tour date. So then you would have to submit your build. Okay, so this is what we've made so far. So the theme is very like white, blue, and like the natural stone. Like I said, this weird gazebo situation over here, I am not entirely sure if I'm actually going to keep that way. I might change that out. But yeah, this is the house that I've made with my shell. It really sounded like I said, this is the house I've made with Michelle. But we already have a floor plan, so I'm going to show you guys what we have. So when you enter the house, there's like a big hallway with the stairs going up. And then over here, we have a bathroom that definitely has a weird shape. I had a fear that it would be when I'm on holiday for some reason. No, you should be all good. You should be all good. But this is a big bathroom. I made it big on purpose because we have round walls, which sometimes can just be a pain in the ass to work with. Then over here, I think this was going to be a little study. Just like a little office. This is our main, oh no, wait, this is our dining space. This is our kitchen. So from the dining space, you can go into the kitchen. I might change that door into an archway later. This is our living space. Our living space definitely has an interesting shape, but I think we can make it cozy. And then upstairs, when you go in here, we have 3 bedrooms. This is weirdly enough, I would say this potentially is the master bedroom, even though it is the smallest, because that's the one that has the ensuite bathroom. So I'm not entirely sure yet. Maybe this will be a teenager room, but then the main master bedroom is just gonna have a hall bathroom. I tried figuring out how I could add this bathroom here, but I don't think I can. So we're just gonna have to deal with it. Your living room is exactly like my living room. Let's go. We love that. I turned these rooms into pillars. So the little round bits over here are pillars basically. And then every room does have its own balcony because this is clearly a house for rich people. The stairs into the basement are actually outside. The basement also has kind of a weird shape, and I haven't fully decided what I'm gonna do with this shape yet. But I was thinking maybe we can make a laundry area or something down there, maybe like a game room. I don't know. I feel like that could make sense. We could even split the basement into 2 sections. I'm realizing this just now. Maybe we can make this some sort of like an outdoor basement where we have like a woodworking table and I don't know, just like a garage almost. Obviously it's a garage underground, so I don't think, you know, you would actually park your car there, but that could be like an outdoor one. And then we could have this shape. Let me see. That ends a bit unfortunate for the stairs. I mean, I could just move it. We're allowed to do that. It's my shell challenge. I can just move that room. Because now we could actually have stairs over here, I think. Although that would mean that we have to get rid of the bottom of these stairs, but I think that could potentially, no, that could potentially work. Then there's like an indoor bit that can have like the laundry machine and a game room and something like that. Hold on. Trying to figure out how I would have to place this. I think I would have to go around the corner like this. And then that just doesn't work because it is in fact underneath those stairs. Bottom of the stairs are off the lot. Hold on. Do I have to move that over one more? It's a weird as fuck basement, but... What do you mean they're off the lot? Oh, wait, the stairs get too long. Why? Why did the stairs get so long? That's really strange. But what if they just go like this? Why does that bottom part of the stair... No, it doesn't have tall walls, and it's also... Oh, because it has to go through the foundation. That is why... Okay, that's frustrating. That is going to be really annoying. Okay, so my stair idea that I wanted to do doesn't really work, because no matter how I twist or turn that stairs, it's not going to fit underneath these ones. So I'm gonna need to get these stairs again because I kind of want to get the ones with the bottom underneath it then. I think that will look a bit better. Yeah, it's the foundation. I forgot about the foundation. Oopsie. Okay, so then maybe... Because it would make a lot of sense if you always had to walk downstairs with your laundry here. I feel like that's a bit random. I mean, we could still make it work if we wanted to, I guess. Let's actually get this stair thing over there as well. And then we don't really have anything on the patio just yet for flooring. I do feel like we have to go for something light. Just like inside, but maybe we can go for like a nice stone. Something like that I think could work. Hello? Why is this struggling so much? There we go. Because if I have this like this, I don't want to have stairs over here because that's walkway for the... I don't want to have stairs in the middle of the basement or in the middle of the living room. I'm sorry. That's also going to look weird. I guess the stairs could end here, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just going to keep them that you do have to go through the outside. It's a bit odd, but I think it can work. Because I still do like the idea of having the stairs like on the outside here. We could cover it with a little roof, maybe. Maybe that would make sense. Hold on. I'm gonna have to fix... Okay, I'm gonna delete the walls, don't worry. This is just going to be so that I can place the floor pieces correctly. It just needs to create a floor in that shape. Sims, why do you have to be such a pain in the ass sometimes? There we go. And then I have to delete that part. And then we're deleting the walls again because I'm not allowed to make walls. I'm just doing that so that I actually can have the right shape for the little roof that I'm gonna place. No, I didn't mean to place it there. There we go. Like that. That's gonna be one hell of a weirdly shaped roof. That's gonna be pain. Opening the Sims right now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. So maybe my idea for a roof in that shape was a bad idea. Potentially. I think specifically the shape here, like this diagonal part is just... I don't think it's working. So we're gonna just fix that by going like this. And then again, we're gonna delete the walls. Because I think I can do that like half corner shape, like this rounded bit here. But I think the rest of the roof just needs to be flat because otherwise it's not gonna work. But I think that's gonna be okay. I think I can make this look good still. It's gonna have to be flat, and then we're gonna go, oh my god. Oh, not that issue with the fence again. I hate it when that happens. It's really annoying. There. Hello? Okay, that needs to get tucked in like that. And then, oh no, I don't think I can do that actually. I was like, oh, I can place this. But obviously that's going to cut into the balcony because we don't have... I really genuinely wish we had a half shape. Like the 8th roof, but just a half of it. So I'm afraid the only way that I can give this a roof is if I actually go like just a full-fledged roof like this. Can't it be a full balcony? I mean, I guess it could be, but I don't think I would like how that looks. Because that balcony is already really big. I guess technically it could be. But I don't know if I would like how that looks. I don't think I would like how that looks. I think I like the roof more. Now I'm just trying to, hold on, work with some columns and stuff. I still think it's gonna look good. I need time to fix things. I do think it will actually look better if that corner is not cropped then. All this effort that I did to make that corner. The entrance to the basement is a cool idea. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I feel like it's something that I remember seeing when I was little in like real houses. And I always thought it was cool. Okay, I like that it has the trim around it. I think that looks good. And then maybe we could add like the trash bins back here or something. Can't you use one of the wall deco porch? You mean these things? Checking if that's what you mean. Because I don't think so. I don't think I would vibe with that. Oh, that's annoying. Hold on. We can just go like this, I guess. And there's just like a little corner there. But we can add like a plant or something on top of that, like a little bush. Like this one. Size it down a bit and then move it into the corner. I think actually that looks nice. Can we add that, the exterior trim? No, we can't add that there. Because the thing is, I really like the columns. I feel like that sort of like brings the vibe together. And I like how it's covered now. Because I might actually go like this and get another fence over here. And like I said, I think we can add some bins or something over here. Like that just creates like such a weird corner, but that would be perfect for having like 2 bins like this. The Sims probably wouldn't be able to reach that bin. They'll probably complain, but that bin they should be able to reach. And I feel like that makes sense. I like how that looks. And then I might actually use that one neat little trick for it with the fence, that one, to create a better lining in between. There we go. I like that. Although, wait, I don't like that color. Maybe I'll just go for white. There we go. So it's actually like nicely walled off. And then I think we still can do more landscaping around it, but I like the idea of maybe doing an actual pathway around this. Hold on. So then let's get rid of 1. And let's try to do, we can do a pathway like this. And then maybe we could do I like it if it's just a single path? Maybe I do, otherwise it might get too busy. I don't know. Hold on. Because I feel like it doesn't make a lot of sense for that path to go that way. You would probably go like this first. And then it almost makes more sense to go like this. And then we can add some bushes and stuff over here to align that. Maybe we could actually, I rarely do that, but go for a fence, like a low fence. Something like this. No, not in that place. To like line the planter box. I feel like that feels fancy, like a lined planter box like this. And then we could, I think I like this actually. At the same time, I do feel like, hold on, that one needs to go around the corner over here, like so. I do think it might look better if the pathway, because this lot is so ginormous. I feel like the high school, right? That's what I was thinking. The high school years one is a perfect fit for a planter box. Yes, of course. Good luck, Yetur. You got this. I might think it will still look better if it's too wide. Just makes the path look a little less awkward. I think then we can line it a little bit better. Because then we could also, the only downside is that over here for the stairs, it is actually going to be 1. Hold on. That goes into the wall. That's not supposed to happen. There we go. Because that would also be a planter box. So that is just a really narrow path, but I don't hate that, to be honest. I think it can still look pretty good. Now I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to put here. Probably a pea bush. Probably that one. And the low laying flowers, where are they? Those ones can go on the edges, I think. And then we can just add like flowers and stuff as well. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna fill all of that space. It's that's a lot of space to fill with flowers. I think we can do it, but the good thing is that we have foundation, so I can just kind of plop them close together. Or like close to the wall, and it's not like it's gonna show on the inside. I think that's cute. I like that there's a little bit of color in there. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you think that looks good? I'm almost tempted to line the entire path with this now. Oh, we obviously can't do that. I hate how fences cannot go up all across. Like, I really wish that a fence could go all the way to the edge of the lot. Also, hi, Love Ghost, and welcome in. And Melissa, hi, it is good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. Okay. So then we have that part lined out. We have some greenery on there. I do think it might actually look good if we're going to do a path over here as well. Just for the symmetry. That can go like to the side of the house. Because I feel like if you're, I don't know, for such a rich people house, if that makes any sense, I do feel like it would make sense for them to have like perfectly lined pathing and stuff. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this structure in the garden yet. Honestly, I don't think I like what I've done with it now, so I actually think I should do something else with it, but I haven't decided. I don't remember how these were, like, what the original shapes were, to be honest. I think it was, like, halved. I think it was like this, right? But if I do that, it doesn't split it up into 2 separate rooms. A pool house. That's what I was currently thinking. I was thinking I might actually try to see if I can incorporate a pool into this. That's literally what I was thinking. So we have a very similar idea right now. I'm just trying to figure out if I want to use this on both sides, if I can actually make something out of that. Again, haven't fully figured it out, but I can see myself working with that. I guess, hold on. If I want to get, hold on. I have ideas. I hate how those are on an angle. Like, why? Why would you do that to yourself? So we are allowed to add spandrels. Yeah, I hate that those are on an angle, but alas, I guess that's just what we're going to work with here. And then I want to do that again on the other side. Or weirdly, initially I was thinking like something like a greenhouse, but I think I might actually have a vision now. I'm just gonna have to see if I can actually make it happen. Can I delete the floor? I can. Then the question is, if I delete the floor, can I actually add a pool underneath it or not? I can. Well, that changes things. Can I put... No, because that would go underneath. Okay, so I can put a pool under it, but that's not really functional. Or at least not in that part. If I add it there, that works, but I can't go there. Thank you for the stretch. Ugh. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so maybe hold on before I get the pool in there. I want to get the floors back, because if I can't put the pool all the way underneath it. Oh, wait, I have an even better idea. If I move this like so, I can move that over there. So then they're like connected. Interesting. That looks odd. But potentially could work. Not entirely sure just yet, but I'm thinking that could maybe work. This is going to be trial and error. Why can I put the pool under there? That is strange. I mean, I didn't delete the wall. Can see myself getting obsessed with The Sims again. I used to play for endless hours. Fair. That is fair. I recognize that problem. And then what I wanted to do was I wanted to actually have a part of the pool kind of like go out. And then I wanted to get a roof. I don't know. I know this looks ridiculous right now. So the problem, I already thought this was going to be the problem. That is too close to the edge of the lot. So I'm going to have to delete the pool again. And we're going to have to move these closer in. Oh God, how did I just, that perfectly connected. And now oh, that's placed on the floor above. That's why. I was like, why does that not perfectly connect? That was so perfectly connected earlier. Okay, so we can go like this. Ooh, let's go, Anna. Let's go, let's go. You could technically remove the connecting wall because it's an inner wall, right? Oh, that's true. Oh, look at you explaining the rules of my own shell challenge to me. I could remove that one. Yeah. Because it is an inner wall. You're so right. Don't know why I didn't think of that just yet. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. I thought oh, where are all my columns? I thought I copied a column and then the columns were just gone. So I in fact copied the spandrel. So that one has to go there then. And then now I do need the spandrel. Can I actually, no. Well, yes, I can place it there. Perfect. Okay, actually that doesn't look super weird. That is something we can work with. I may not be that active, but I lurk a lot. I really appreciate you lurking. And I feel like, I mean, I always feel like you're here. You always say hi. So I know you're here. Okay, so the thing is, that roof is actually ginormous. I think if oh, it was already tucked in. That looks like a butt. How do you know? Because Anna says hi. Because she speaks. I mean, it's definitely a weird shape. But I think it could work. A butt for a pool sounds fitting. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I agree. And then I think we can still extend the pool. To also have like an outdoor part. I think that looks kind of cute, especially if we make that like a little area where your Sims can, I don't know, like sunbathe. Oh, that's gonna be annoying, isn't it? Rich people do build weird stuff. That is very true. This excuse of a shell is just literally because rich people build weird stuff. I like it. I like that a lot. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to put something there because with the round walls, there's no way that we can fix that. And then we can actually have a pathway going from there onto the pool area as well. We could actually just make this an entire patio then. You know, we could have like the table and stuff over. Okay, maybe it will look better if I then just connect this. And I think it will also look better if that corner is actually diagonal. No, hold on. Oh, God. There we go. So then we have like the little pool house. Also, Mimi girl, welcome in. It is good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. And Morg, welcome in. Hello, hello. Hi, Joe. Okay, I feel like the pool area, it's like we're almost there. Then we just have a lot of stuff here in between. But actually, I think I have an idea for that. We can do another like bigger planter box. Hold on. Over here. So that like both of the sides of the house have like a big planter. And then I think in this area, what we could do is we could line it with plants. And considering this is like a family home, right? We could make it into a little playground, maybe. That's not the right one. I need that one. We can like put a tree and stuff, and then we can put a swing set and I don't know, maybe make like a little playground for the kids. But then it's extra fancy because it's like somewhat fenced in. I'm just gonna have to figure out where they will enter. So said playground. I don't think that clips, so maybe they could enter here. Like maybe they could go here. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh, my button is gone again. Look, I have that same issue. I think it's actually an issue in Gibby Point because every single time I build in this world, I have the issue that I don't have my residential rental button to turn off the lines. The only way that I can change it is by like changing the lot type. Oh, now it's here. It was a vacation rental. So now the button is back. That's annoying. Also a major welcome in. I hope you're doing well. It is really good to see you. Hello, hello. Okay, that's nice, I think. And then here we can have another like path line. I like this. I think this is pretty. I think this is gonna work. I do feel like tree-wise, it would be nice to have a bigger tree here in the front. Oh, I really like that tree. I feel like it's really pretty. It doesn't really fit this world, but I think it's pretty. What kind of tree would... Oh, there's actually a lot of different trees in the world around here. So we have options. I actually like the idea of a tree like this, like a big tree on the corner here, because in a way that fills a lot of the space on this side. And I think that's good. And I think we need a bigger tree back here as well. Don't know if that's the big tree that I'm talking about, to be honest. That one almost feels like it should go over here with the pool. That is giving a Hamptons tree, though, in my opinion. Yeah, me too, Anna. Also, hi, Joa. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. Hello, hello. And then let's see. Okay, I already grabbed that tree. I wasn't sure anymore. Maybe I... Hi, Abu. Causing a commotion because they are so awesome. Narwhals, narwhals. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing really well. I like that, I think. This house is so pretty. Thank you. Thank you for saying it's pretty because it's made with my shell challenge. So that is definitely not making it easier to make it super pretty, but I'm doing my best. I am doing my best. But how are you doing? It's really good to see you. Speaking of seeing you, I'm really excited for this weekend. Because we have some catching up to do. Could not tell. Thank you. Hee hee. That's a big compliment. I'll take it. No, that's not the right one. I will definitely take the compliments on the shell. Now I want I already have the purple one, so I want the pink ones. Perfect. Hi, Chris. Hello, hello. Totally forgot to say hello. No, you didn't. Look, you're saying hello. It's like you have a superpower for making the shell look good. Thank you. Thank you for thinking that. Because I feel like, I mean, I'm getting somewhere, but I'm definitely struggling a bit. Maybe I can just size that up so it has like a little bit. Yeah, that's good. So it has like a little bit more depth. Tired, but I'm so fantastic, to be honest. Work is awesome. Cards are awesome. And on Saturday, I'm so excited to give you the biggest hug ever. It's going to be really nice. It's been way too long since we hung out. And I know that's partially my fault, but it's also partially the train service's fault. Like, I don't think either of us is fully to blame for this problem, because we actually had a moment scheduled to hang out and then the stupid trains didn't go. You forgot. Oh my god, what did you get for what kind of food did you get? Also, that's really cute, but it's not giving rich. I am fully blaming NS. They absolutely ruined our date, and I'm still pissed about it. I mean, I know that we get to make up for it this weekend. They better not fuck up again, by the way. Because I was actually going to my aunt in Utrecht the other day, and there were just no trains. So, like, what normally is supposed to take 45 minutes would now take over 2 hours. I now know I can get there by bike. That is true. You could. I don't have a bike, so I couldn't, but you could. That is actually an excellent point. You could now get there by bike. Yes. Because of the pairs? Oh, I actually don't know. Maybe it is because of the pairs. I just know there were no trains between Rotterdam and Gouda. By bike? I mean, Delft to Rotterdam is not that far. You can cycle things. You're doing 80 kilometers a week? Yo, that is actually low-key. That is wild. That is wild. Okay, fine. See, the thing is, I think it's far too. Because I never cycle, but I guess if you do 80 kilometers a week on a non-electric bike, you are a warrior. You are genuinely a warrior. I could never. Okay, so we have like a swing set. I'm debating whether I like that swing set or if I want to. Since when do we have that one? I don't think I saw that one before. No, I do think this one is giving a bit more like rich people vibes. It didn't work. Oh, you got the little Freyfest one. Can't even drive a bike. I mean, I can, but I wouldn't call myself lazy. I just don't like it. I don't like riding my bike. We could actually add that over there. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that I can add a sandbox in here. Maybe if we add this over here, we could actually have the sandbox in that corner. Then everything just feels so neatly lined up, if that makes any sense. But then they can slide into the sandbox. I think that would actually be cute. And we're gonna need terrain paint. This one, that one. Okay, that's that. No, something like that. There we go. Actually, I do not like that sand. I want to get that one. That looks nicer. Silly, I know, but it just does. I walk to work every day, and it adds up to 60 kilometers per week. I mean, I guess that's just really healthy. If you can, if you enjoy that. I would probably prefer walking over. Do you think they could use the slide if it goes like this? Do you think it can go? I don't know. I think The Sims might actually say that they can't use this like this. So I don't think we can do that. I just like the idea of having a little fence there. Hello? That was weird. That's not the right... What? That was really strange. Thank you for the lurk, Anna. Thank you, thank you. Downloaded some CC. Curious if I did it right and how it's going to look in game. Exciting, Esther. Let's go. But it's a rich people playground. Yeah, of course. Of course. Can't just be any playground. Oh, maybe we can actually add it like this. That kind of perfectly fits into that corner. Then not everything is on the same angle anymore. And I guess we could have this go like this. So then I know that the slide will work and that way kids can go in there. We do have to fix the train paint a bit because right now... There we go. It wasn't all the way up until the edges. They will slide in and never get out. Isn't that the most typical Sims thing though? Like, isn't that kind of what we want? So I know in base game we have this like cutesy little thing in debug. The question is now, am I going to be able to find it? I'm not sure if it's debug or live edit actually. It's like a little bucket and a scoop. And I have found it before because I remember using it. I'm pretty sure it's debug. Now that I'm looking at all these items, I think it's somewhere in here. It's like a little red bucket and a blue scoop. We also have these, the nesting blocks. Those are also kind of cute. We could add those in here as well. There's the bucket and there's the scoop. Look, now we have some toys. I do have Better Build Buy on, yes. Is there a sandcastle in debug? I actually don't know. That might just be part of the animation. I don't know if it's a separate object. If it is somewhere, I mean, at this point, it should be base game actually, because you can build and play in the sand in base game. So I think it should be in the debug from base game, but it might be faster to find it in Island Living. Live edit from Island Living. Okay, hold on. Let's try and find it. So I think that'd be cute. That would look adorable. See a bunch of things, but not any castles. Oh, that's cute. We have starfish. We have laundry. I don't see it. Watch the sand not match. I used a sand from Island Living, so I'm just gonna double check debug, but otherwise I don't think it is in there. I've never seen it. Boho bedroom, oat cuisine, sandy spike spot outdoor, and Komiko laundry. Wait, who's it from? Because I feel like I know the boho bedroom is from... I have it in my game as well. It's from Sixum, is it not? Can't you search for mud? So the thing is, it's debug or live edit, so it doesn't have a name. I think if it is anywhere, it might actually be in the base game. Because building sandcastles is an animation that they moved into base game when they released Island Living, I think. So I expected more to be in the base game than to be in Island Living initially. But trying to find that in the base game live edit might take a while. Because even with the Better Build Buy mod on, there's a lot in here. The stepping stones could be kind of cute though. I'm not getting distracted. You are. That is kind of cute to lead to the sandbox, I think. Yes, time is flying by. Time is flying by. So we have ads coming up in 5 minutes. Then I'm actually going to take a quick break. Like the woodworking stuff. But more like a pile of sand, which turns into... Okay, so it is debug. But is it debug from Island Living or... base game? Not sure. Okay, no worries, no worries. I'm just gonna look into debug then. Starting with base game. I mean, it would make sense because debug are things that your Sims can interact with. I see animal crackers, cheese crackers, all the food, lip balm even. I have sand. Over here, I have dirt, even. That sand, I mean, it actually kind of looks cute. It looks like kids have been playing in it, so I might keep it. There's no sandcastle object. Oh, cuisine. Ah, from Ciboulette. Oh, that makes sense. I have a bunch. Wait, there's a short... That's actually kind of cool. That could be cool for on the playground for the kids. Like a short sword. Like... obviously fake, but oh, by Comico. Interesting. So it's another one that I have. A water balloon. Love that. Okay, but I do think if we have like the sand that was just, maybe we can put this like next to it, so it looks like someone was just digging there. And then we have the wooden sword. Maybe we can even have 2 of those. I didn't even know there was an object in game. Where does that even come from? It's base game, so like maybe 2 kids were playing with that. No. Oh, Anna. Oh no, not setting your bees on fire. That sounds horrible. Probably flint and steel or no. We are arming them. I mean, it's wooden swords to play with. It's just little, you know, it's just to play. But I think this is cute. Hold on. Let me actually put some terrain paint underneath. Let's get some of the dirt grass, this one. Okay, hold on. That's too vibrant. It needs to be softer. You keep apologizing as if they can hear you. Well, maybe they can. Who knows? Okay. I like that little playground. I think it's cute that they have that next to the house. That makes a lot of sense for me, for rich people, you know? This pool house is definitely a little bit weird, but I think I can work with it. Let's put the rustic cobble on there as well. And then the question is, what am I going to add over here? A toddler pool. I was thinking that too. But in the playground itself, I don't think I'll have enough space. So I'm going to see if I can add that over here. The toddler pool, I don't think fits in here. And also then the toddlers wouldn't be able to reach it. Unless we add a door. We actually might need a door. Oh God, why does that not connect? Oh, I hate that that doesn't connect. It's so frustrating. I was thinking a bar too. I don't know if that will fit. I don't know if a bar will have enough space. I guess we do have that one bar from the party kit that doesn't actually need a bartender. Like it's supposed to go like this. I think that could work. Scared of the round walls. I know. I hate round walls so much. And then they can grab a drink and like sit at the edge of the pool, because Sims can actually sit at the edge of a pool. So that should be fine. And then I exactly know which plants I want to get here. Also, the ads are starting in 30 seconds. So after placing these, actually, I don't know if I want to get those. I think I want to get the palms in here. This one. Okay. I think that works. I like that. That looks rich. Let me save. It is time for the ads, so I'll talk to you guys in 5 minutes. Don't forget to stretch, hydrate, you know, all of those things. And I'll see you guys in 5. Hello. I'm back. I'm back. Did you guys have a nice break? I hope you did. We were working on our little pool house. And I think on one, the bar would be nice. I do like that. Let's put this over here so that we have that fence. Borrelnootjes. Oh, that's good. I haven't had that in such a long time. But now you're making me want to have it. Also, Abu, I'm curious if you are behind. Because I feel like you are... What is that? Okay. Dutchies, you're gonna have to help me out on this one. How does one explain borrelnootjes? I mean, literally, it is cocktail nuts. Is that literally what they're called in English? I actually don't know. It's like little nuts with a like a coating that you eat when you have a drink. But I don't know if they're called that in... It can be peanuts, but it can also be other... It is usually peanuts, but... It sounds a bit drunk to me. Oh, I agree. Beer nuts? Oh, yeah. We literally... Okay, so the Dutch word for having a drink... Not like specifically having a drink. Like if you're having a glass of wine with your dinner, this is not it. But like if you're having afternoon drinks, like if you're going to go for some beers, we call like that moment is called a borrel. It's a very Dutch word. We even have a verb for it. If you go have drinks, we call it borrelen. Although the funny thing is, borrelen can also mean when there's like bubbles in the water. Or like, I don't know, when something is like not brewing is not really the right word, but how do you spell those words? That's borrelen and borrel. And then we have a vrijmibo, which is a Friday afternoon drinks. So like vrijdagmiddagborrel. Which is one word, by the way, because Dutchies love to make really long words. So vrijdagmiddagborrel is one word. I hope you enjoy that. I know, I don't think there really is a good word for borrelen. It's like having drinks. But again, at a very specific, in a very specific setting. Yeah, it's more like the sense of bubbles. It's like simmering instead of boiling. Yeah. You just made that up. It's a real word. I promise. And snacks, aperitivo. Yes, but that is always like prior to dinner. You can borrel at any time of day. Also, Anastasia, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Right? Or is it like, is aperitivo not necessarily for before dinner? Because in my brain, that's always before dinner. Like, it's like you're preparing to have dinner later. So you're having like some drinks to start that off, like to already get to the table. Whereas borrelen is like it can eventually lead to dinner. Very often people will borrel for a bit too long and then realize that they're getting hungry. So then they go to dinner. But yeah, I don't know how to properly translate it so that it will make more sense. They're not necessarily always before dinner. You can I see someone took the bait for the 69. Cuckoo, thank you so much. What the heck? Thank you for the $69 donation. Yeah, borrels can also be after dinner or after lunch. Usually not in the morning, but you can if you want to. But Cuckoo, thank you so much. Holy shit. Thank you. let me put a stamp on my arm. What was this goal? A giveaway. Actually, we have giveaways. Oh my god, I should totally do the giveaways. Yes, that means that in today's stream, I'm going to set up a giveaway first for an expansion pack. Then I have a year-long premium subscription to the Sims tree because of this goal. There we go. That's another mustache. And then I have another expansion pack giveaway. AKA, I should get going with the giveaways. I can't believe how I've just been forgetting about that. So thank you for reminding me by completing the goal. Thank you for wanting to donate again. You have already donated so incredibly much, and I like have no words. Thank you for wanting to do that. Thank you for completing our goal. Kawa-san, thank you so much for the 22 months. Please enter all of your subby perks for a whole month more. Let's actually celebrate. Sorry, let's celebrate. We're gonna start with a giveaway for an expansion pack. We're gonna let that run for a couple of minutes, and then straight after, I'm only playing on Xbox. I'm so sorry. Unfortunately, I cannot get console codes. Console codes are... thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Console codes are always region locked, so it's really, really hard to get console codes for giveaways and then be able to do them in a Twitch chat where people are all over the world. So I can only give away codes for the EA app on PC. I really wish they didn't make it as hard, but unfortunately, it's out of my control. But thank you so much for completing that goal again, Cuckoo. And Kawa-san, thank you so much for the 22 months. I appreciate that a lot. So we are gonna start with a giveaway for Growing Together. And then later, I also have a code for Adventure Awaits, so the world that we're currently building in. Also, hi, Ebony, welcome in. It is really good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. And then in between, we're gonna do the one for the Sims tree. I can't believe we just reached that goal. Let's freaking go. Edit. Woo, codes. I know. Giveaways. And this is going to be for Growing Together for the EA app and PC. So I'm going to start that giveaway. I'm going to let it run for a couple of minutes. You can type !cowplant to enter. Also, Simply Jedi, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. But yeah, if you want to have a chance to win The Sims 4 Growing Together, feel free to type !cowplant. Like I said, I'm just going to let that run for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to pick a winner. And then straight after, we're going to do a giveaway for reaching our goal. We're going to do a giveaway for a year-long subscription to the Sims tree. For anyone who doesn't know what the Sims tree is, it's basically a service where you can keep track of your family trees in The Sims. But it's like specifically dedicated to The Sims. So it's not just a family tree service, but they have like all the worlds and all the traits and all the careers and stuff like loaded into it. It's really easy to use. You can keep a journal. You can like upload photos to from your Sims to like your Sims gallery. You can fully customize the tree so it looks exactly like you want it to look like. It's perfect for storytelling and legacy tracking, basically. I also have one I can show you. Hold on. Does that command have my Sims trees? No. Unfortunately. But I've been working with the Sims tree. I've been partnered with them for quite a long time. And I'm just quickly going to do this. And they were very kind to sponsor some giveaway codes. But basically, this is what it can look like. This is my family tree for the Not So Berry Challenge. So you can see who's my main Sim. You can see who was their pet, who were all of their relationships. So Siri had a lot of friends and a lot of people that she dated. So there's like a whole list of them. You can see who the heirs are. And from here, you can click on a Sim. I know my camera is blocking it a little bit, unfortunately. I can make it smaller a little bit. Hold on. Then you can see it better. There we go. You have a SIM card where you have your diary. You can upload avatars for your Sims. You can upload a gallery with photos where you can basically click through their entire life. You can see who her parents were, her pets, what if she was a person or like an alien or stuff like that, where she lived, what her gender is, what her characters are, or her traits are. And in my case, I wrote out her entire story. So if people like want to catch up on my challenge, but you can write anything you want here. This information, like all of these traits, you can also make custom ones. You can upload your own emotes, or like, upload your own icons and stuff. But yeah, they have like everything loaded in, and you can use this for free. Their service allows you, I think, like one family tree with an X amount of Sims for free. But if you have the premium service, you get to do way more, and I get to give away, as part of this fundraiser, like a bunch of premium subscriptions. So, aliens are people too. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? But yeah, I will do the giveaway for that after the one for the pack. So again, if you want to have a chance of winning The Sims 4 Growing Together, you can type !cowplant in chat. I'll let that run for a couple of more minutes while I actually change the goal, which, again, wild that I'm doing that again. I think you guys are going to like the next goal. We've already talked about it a little bit. But if we reach $7,000 raised for Movember, you guys unlock the Pomodorathon. For anyone who doesn't know what the Pomodorathon is, the Pomodorathon will be a marathon stream for co-working. So we start with 5 hours on the clock, and every single dollar will add a minute to the clock with a maximum of 15 hours. I have requested front page for that. So if we unlock it, when we unlock it, it will be scheduled on the 22nd of November. And you guys can basically extend the stream to 15 hours, of which 8 we will spend on the front page of Twitch. Like I said, we're going to start with 5, so you can unlock 10 hours. That would be a perfect day to like tackle a big project, to break the task record. I wish, Esther, but you can only have one front page every 3 months. So I asked it for the Pomodorathon because I figured for that stream, it's like more unique. And front page is something that Twitch is like, they're very restrictive with what they give front page to. So I figured it would be better to do something that is like more unique. So I ended up going for the Pomodorathon. But I'm going to unlock that goal. You just it's hard to do because I don't want to assume anything. So I'm just kind of, it's just like in my brain, it will forever be if. 30th of November. Yeah, that's like the 12-hour final or like finale of Movember. So I'm going to do another 12-hour stream. Okay. We're activating the goal. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. But thank you guys so much. Thank you for already raising $6,000. $6,500, sorry. I really appreciate that. I love how it's a beautiful round, 6.5K. I can't believe that it's literally day 7 and we're on our way to 7K. That's wild to me. The team, like I said, also passed 10K today. So for anyone who hadn't heard that, the team has now officially raised more than $10,000 for Movember in just 11 days. So I feel like this, while we wait for like a couple of final people to enter for the giveaway, this might be a good moment to talk a little bit again, or like watch a video together for Movember, if you guys want that. I actually feel like this one might be a really good one, because I've talked a lot about how they work with different communities and different cultures specifically to make sure that the message that they're trying to get out there is actually connecting with the people that it's supposed to reach. So I'm just quickly going to pause the music. As far as I know, this one does not have any specific trigger warnings. They are going to be talking about mental health, but it's not like a very intense one. It's more so talking about the cultural aspect of how to get people in on a conversation. And I would love to share this one with you guys. So I'm going to share my screen. Going to make sure that you guys can actually hear it. Let me know if the music is okay, or like the sound, not just the music.
I often have people say to me, isn't it really hard to get Punjabi men to talk? And actually it's quite the opposite. You know, you create a space, you develop trust, and you're able to bring people together where they feel comfortable. It's actually really hard to get people to stop talking. So tarakki, it's a part of the verb which means to progress. And I started tarakki in October 2017, following my experiences in mental health challenges, particularly when I was transitioning from home to when I started university. It brought up a whole load of different difficulties for me. I wasn't able to speak to people in the same way, make friends in the same way, and it was all just very, very isolating. So I was so lucky because the space I managed to create with my housemates, where we could speak about things unashamedly without fear of being judged, and really just be ourselves in a world that tells us that we have to be something different. That was so, so important. But unfortunately, I noticed that there were folks within the communities and back home who were experiencing similar kinds of challenges, but they were unable to access that kind of support. It was that gap that really pushed me to start that journey, and here we find ourselves today. When we talk about stigma, often we look at individuals and communities, and we almost don't look at the wider system, which hasn't really given many opportunities to communities in our society who might not find themselves in the mainstream. And so, particularly when I'm thinking about Punjabi communities and Punjabi men, it's just really important to actually identify how we create these spaces. Chai in the City is the space where Punjabi men can speak openly about anything. Quite early on, we noticed that if we put mental health in our marketing, it wasn't actually as comfortable for people to engage with it. And so really we started marketing Chai in the City as a social support space for challenges around our well-being. This allowed people to come and engage and enjoy each other's company, listen to people, learn with people, and importantly, build relationships with other Punjabi men, which are based on a mutual sense of compassion, empathy, and wanting to be there for each other through their challenging times. Obviously, there was a huge challenge around having these physical sessions during the coronavirus pandemic. So we had to really quickly adapt and think about how can we ensure that the people who engage with our work are still able to engage, even though we can't meet in person anymore. It's not something that's been particularly easy, but it's been really, really interesting to see how some people have engaged with our virtual work who wouldn't normally be able to engage with our work in person. And so for us, it's shown a different side of the shape. You know, previously we were just looking at things from one angle, and now we can see it from a different angle, and we're all the better for that. I'm working with Movember as a part of the Social Connections Challenge, which is a fantastic opportunity that we've been given, which can help to support and amplify the work that we're doing, supporting Punjabi men and conversations around mental health and well-being. In the future, what I want to see are more spaces where Punjabi men can feel comfortable and confident to have conversations around mental health and well-being, support themselves, and importantly, support others in their worlds around them. We're but one drop in a very, very, very large ocean, but hopefully with that ripple effect, we'll be able to see change occur, more widely than these sessions.
Oop, I didn't mean to start another one. But yeah, I feel like that is such a good example of like a very, very tailored and like targeted campaign. And I think what is also really cool to see is that it's I know he has such like, it's so nice to listen. He has such a good, like, not just his accent, but also the way that he just the calmness in the way he speaks is so nice. Donut, thank you so much for the $10 donation. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. We are really close to the Pomodoro-thon. I know. Can we get some donation days in chat also for reaching that goal earlier? I think what is really cool to see with this initiative is that it's something that really came from an individual who wanted to make a difference. And they ended up finding Movember. And they were able to work with Movember to fund the things that they were doing. But those things were already there. So it's not just that Movember is starting things. Movember is also supporting things that really come from the community that fit their goal and their mission. Which again means that anything that they do is just going to connect better to the people that they're trying to reach. Like, it's just going to be a better match. I love how this guy gives like a perfect example of just slightly changing the language, because they realized that the language they were using in that culture was actually like making it more difficult for people to join. So by just changing the framing of the exact same thing, they were able to get more people to join because it sounded like something that they could join, and like it spoke to more people. And I think that's something you won't know. Like, if you're not part of a specific subculture or a community, or sometimes you don't even speak the language, it's really hard to get people involved. Whereas I think if you are working with more local initiatives, specifically the part of culture, I think is so important to understand. Like, a stigma looks very different here compared to other places. Even though we all have a stigma around mental health or physical health or getting yourself checked out or being vulnerable or empathetic or compassionate, I think for all of us, it stems from something different. Or sometimes it stems from the same, but the communication around it is different, meaning to actually get people to be involved, you need to use different language. And again, I keep saying this, but I just think it really makes Movember unique, and it just makes me, it really makes me proud of this charity that they get to work with locals. Also, I see some people still entering for that giveaway. This is your last call to enter for the giveaway, because then I'm going to draw a winner. And as soon as I've drawn the winner, I'm going to start the giveaway for the Sims tree, and I'm going to let that run for a while we continue building. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all for being part of this fundraiser. But yeah, this is a giveaway for the Sims 4 Growing Together. So I am going to, I see some people entering. Also, Stevie, hi, it is good to see you. In the recent years, there's also been a raise in awareness for this, but especially in men, mental health is very taboo. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that is something in certain cultures, it is definitely a bigger taboo than it is in others. And if you want to do anything to break that taboo, or like basically break open that conversation, it is important that you are aware of like the context and the culture, to make sure that you can like find the right strategy to start that conversation. But it sucks that there's so many places in the world where it's necessary, because in the end, it creates a very isolated experience for people. Because every single person, no matter who you are, there's going to be a time in your life, whether it be when you're young or old, where there is going to be something that you struggle with. There's no single human that goes through life without any struggle. And it just sucks that there is such a stigma on talking about it, being vulnerable, and then letting people suffer alone. Like, I don't understand why we as humans pretend like that's something you should be ashamed of. The giveaway is for the Sims 4 Growing Together. So I'm actually going to close the entries now, and I'm going to pick a winner for the Sims 4 Growing Together. So can we get, or for PC, by the way, Sims 4 Growing Together for computer. Can we get some drum rolls in chat to see who's going to win this one? And then after, I'm going to start the giveaway for the Sims tree, year-long subscription. I see all those drum rolls. Let's freaking go. So the winner of the Sims 4 Growing Together is Bad Bunny. Congratulations. I'm going to send you a message here on Twitch straight away. So keep an eye out on your DMs. You should be getting a pop-up notification. I'm just quickly going to get that started. But congrats. That is so exciting. Hold on. Let me get that. Growing together. That is the code that I need. Ooh. I can do things. That's... There we go. I copy past that wrong. Oh my god. Stupid keyboard. There we go. Let me know if you've seen it. Let me know either here in chat or send me a little message back if you have received it. But you should have just received your code for growing together. But thank you so much, everyone, for entering. I am going to start that second giveaway, and I'll actually let that run for a little bit longer, okay? Let's see. So this is for a year-long subscription for the Sims tree. I'm gonna just pin this. We can pin the Movember things later, but otherwise people are gonna continuously ask what it's for. So I just wanted to pin that. But I'll actually leave that going for a little bit. Oh, Anastasia, there's a space in your command. Just saying it so that you can do it again. And I see Bad Bunny has received the goat. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Enjoy playing with your expansion pack. I have, after the Sims tree one, I have one more expansion pack code that I'm going to give away towards the end of stream. Towards the end of stream. I have one for Adventure Awaits. So for the newest expansion pack. But while I leave this one running for a while, we're just going to continue building. But thank you all so much again for all of your incredible work for Movember. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the donations. I appreciate you guys listening and learning. I know that I've talked about this multiple times, but it might be something that not everyone always realizes. But when you're doing charity events like this, we are raising money. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. We are raising money, but we are also very much raising awareness. Thank you for that follow as well. So even if you are hanging out here and you might not be in a position to donate, the fact that you're here, the fact that you're listening in, that on its own is already so incredibly valuable, because you're learning about this charity, you're learning about the work that they're doing. And that means that the next time someone talks about mental health, or someone maybe, you know, talks about men being in, you know, more vulnerable spaces, stuff like that, you might actually hear that and recognize it and, you know, tell someone like, hey, have you actually heard about Movember? Also, sorry, I'm going to delete your message. Please keep the chat English only. I do not speak any other language than English or Dutch. But our moderator team, the only common language we use here is English. So please keep the chat in English, because otherwise we don't know what you're saying. But I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. When I didn't need or wanted to, oopsie. Okay, so if you win, you don't actually want to have a code for the Sims tree, Padding? Just checking. You said hello from Spain. Well, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. Hello back from the Netherlands. I do appreciate you being here. But yeah, just to make sure that everyone can keep the chat, or like can read the chat. We have an English only rule, but the mods speak English very well. Yes, very talented. Ooh, that is actually perfect. Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay, hold on. Do I want to have another one of these? I might actually. I feel like that's cute. Oh, of course. Of course, Pauline, that makes sense. You're all good. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll remember that. I'll remember that. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for reminding me. I was actually looking for the toddler bath. I have this one. But I don't know if I want the ones with the palm trees. I mean, it could be cute. It could be cute. I kind of like it. If we do this, do you think the toddler will fall into the water? It's a bar looking thing. Yes, it's a functional bar. It came with the party kit. And your Sims will actually use this side of the bar to make themselves a drink, so you don't actually need someone tending the bar. It came with a kit, so it makes sense that you don't know, to be honest. Let's be real. Let's be really real. There at this point, especially in the kits, there is so much content. It is virtually impossible to know it all. So I do not blame you. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what else I want to add. I think this area definitely needs like an outdoor table and stuff, so maybe we should go for that. These are from the, I think, Riviera Retreat kit. Let me double check. Yes, those are from the Riviera Retreat kit. I really like them. I like that they're a bit more minimal. A lot of the other ones are super in your face. And I like how these are, I don't know, a bit more simple. Definitely want to have like a big outdoor table, I think. Something like that could be nice. I really wish we had a separate umbrella like that. Trying to figure out what kind of chairs I want to use. Maybe some, I don't know. Niet dat ik weet, volgens mij niet. That's cute. Pray for me that I find the villager I want quickly on this hunt. For a second, I thought you were talking about Animal Crossing. And I was like, what do you, or sorry, not Animal Crossing, Minecraft. Sorry, I meant Minecraft. I was like, why are you looking for a specific villager in Minecraft, but you're playing Animal Crossing? That took a good second to realize. I was so confused. I was like, isn't any villager just fine in Minecraft? I feel like I find something new every time I build in The Sims. Yeah, at this point, I very much feel that too. Wait, that's actually really cute, the core that we can add over here. I feel like that fits really nicely with the pool floaty. I really wish this one came in other colors because I just really don't like the colors. Which one did you get, Dancing Donut? The big square one. Yeah, I was kind of like trying to get that one too now. But that doesn't really go with a table, I think. Like that's perfect for if you have some lounge chairs. So I'm trying to figure out where I can add that now. So I would like some lounge chairs actually. Maybe we can actually move the kiddie pool over here. Hold on. Because then it's also next to the playground. So that kind of makes sense, I think. I mean, your Sims can still walk fine over here. I like that. Oh, Gala is really cute. Yes. For Bones or Shep. Oh, I like Shep as well. I like Bones too, but I think Shep would be higher up on my list. I'm very excited. So probably somewhere in December, I think I'm gonna get back into Animal Crossing to prepare like for the update coming out. And I have almost all my dream villagers on my island already. It's like an island that I restarted like before I basically dropped out. Before I got bored of Animal Crossing, so to say. But I have almost all cat villagers. Have you streamed Animal Crossing before? Yes. But that was in the early days. Like early days. So I feel like the cat island. See, Ellen remembers. That's the island that I have abandoned. That I think maybe I should get back to. You were thinking about my island earlier today? Stop, no way. That's so funny. I love that you remember. I feel like you are probably one of the few people who remembers this because not many people were already there at the time. It's that island also, by the way, just to do some expectation management, is completely flat. That's why I kind of burnt out on it. I flattened the whole thing. Because I wanted to make a fully overgrown island, and I was like, oh, I need to flatten it and then I can get to work. And then I flattened it and I was like, shit, now I'm overwhelmed. So I kind of dropped it. And I just never came back to it. But that also means I never finished the DLC, for example. And I've been following for almost 3 years. Yeah, I would say this was first like 6 to 8 months. Something like that. I think, I mean, I can actually look it up. Now I'm low-key kind of curious when this was. Hold on. Yes, like plus 4 years. Hold on. I think I can see because I have an Animal Crossing playlist, so I can just see what the last time is that I streamed Animal Crossing. Content, playlists. It's definitely been a good while. Movember was before that. Animal Crossing streams. Videos. This is actually very funny. The first time I streamed Animal Crossing was actually on November 1st, 2021. The last time I streamed Animal Crossing was February 6th, 2022. So it's a long time ago. And I did, let me see, how many? 1, 2, 3. No, wait, I'm lying. I need to make this list longer. No, I actually did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did 10 Animal Crossing streams. And I did like villager hunting and stuff like that. I did some decorating. The thing is, that was my second island, I think. So I built an island, got to 5 stars, and then I reset my island for stream, got all my dream villagers, like did a bunch of hunting and stuff, also off stream. But I don't know, as soon as I flattened it, also I made the mistake of going to dream islands. So I got like so much decor that I absolutely loved. But then I was, I felt like I was, I don't know, the grind or like any of the achievements that you feel when you unlock items was kind of gone. I think now coming back into that doesn't matter as much anymore because part of the excitement is going to be getting back into it. And like, I'll still enjoy it. But it's just one of those things that back then ruined my enjoyment a bit. So I think that was just unfortunate, but I think getting back into it is going to be fun. I think it will be really nice to, I don't know, like now the excitement is going to come from rediscovering all the items and maybe like coming up with a new plan, because I also feel like the plan that I had for my island just felt too overwhelming. I think that was one of the big reasons I dropped out. I really wanted to do one of those natural islands. You know, those where you do like a lot of hills and flowers and like foresty themed. And I just did not know where to get started with that. Like I felt so incredibly overwhelmed trying to figure out how to get started. So maybe I should just go for a different theme. My island is flat anyways. The only downside is I saved all the white flowers because I really wanted to do like a white flower forest. Or maybe at this point, I am daring enough to take it on again. Trying to reach 3 stars, almost instantly burned out, and I just picked it today. I just picked it back up. Let's go. I do think my island got 3 stars. And then I started destroying things. So I had 3 stars. I don't know if I still have it, but I had 3 stars. Let's actually see if I can add like a little cozy lounging nook in here. That looks a bit weird. A favorite Animal Crossing flower? I do. I don't remember what it is though. Which is a very useless answer. Does look so good. Can I steal this idea? Yeah, of course. Of course. I mean, I don't have a copyright on it, so take as much inspiration as you like. Also, hi Sophie, welcome in. But never got around to it. That's fair. That's fair. There's like so many games. Oh, wait, I need to look up which one is my favorite. Animal Crossing flowers. So my favorite flower is I think the cosmos, yeah. Cosmos and windflowers. I do like tulips. I hate mums. Ooh, and I like lilies. I like lilies a lot too. I'm not the biggest fan of hyacinths. I don't mind them. I think mums are ugly. I'm sorry if that's your favorite flower. Pansies, I don't hate, but I don't like that they're half purple. Roses are also not my favorite. So I think if I had to pick, it's probably cosmos. I think I saved the cosmos the most as well. And then I would say like second, probably windflowers. Did not know this couch is such a nice swatch. I know. It's the only one I ever use. I never use any of the other swatches. Also, small reminder, we do have that giveaway still going on. So if you do want to enter for a chance to win The Sims 4, no, not The Sims 4, I'm lying. That was the previous one. If you want to have a chance to win a year-long premium subscription to The Sims Tree, this is your moment to shine. I feel like, honestly, I might just add the palms here as well. And just not do that much more, because I think actually that as a little pool house already makes a lot of sense. Because there are parts of the island that I never finished, but it took so long to get all the flowers. Yep, I did that too. So I do have, I think, all the flowers. I ended up saving all the white ones, and then I ended up saving like a couple ones of every color. White and green mums specifically. I feel like the white and green mums, I have seen a lot of people use those. Okay, we've talked about this before. You guys are gonna get my weird rant again. So for anyone who's heard this before, prepare yourself. This is about to get silly. But I do not like fat flowers. Also not in real life. I call them fat flowers for lack of better explanation. I think flowers that are like delicate looking and like skinny, those look better. I like those. I think they're pretty. But IRL, I also really do not like flowers that are really fluffy and like have a lot of layers. And to me, mums are like the pinnacle of a fat flower. Peonies, oh, hate them. Hate them. Worst flower on the planet. So ironically enough, even though it is literally in my name, I also do not like roses. Because they have too many layers. I don't know. But you know what is like funny? I think this translates for when I look into like wedding dresses. And this is actually the one thing that Abu ever like got like really wrong about me is I also despise tulle or like wedding dresses with a lot of fluff. And I do like very streamlined, like I love satin and like silk and like very flowy, very elegant kind of looking wedding dresses, or not just wedding dresses, but like dresses in general. But I hate anything fluffy in a dress. And that to me, it's like a weird thing. I can't explain it, but in my brain, it gives me the same feeling. I don't know how to explain what exactly that feels like. It's like the same feeling of when I think about a day, it has a certain color. When I think about fat flowers and fluffy wedding dresses, it gives me the same type of feeling. Do you like the small, tiny roses? I mean, they're better. I don't hate them as much. Still not my favorite, but they're better. Like those are accepted. those are somewhat okay. Tuesday is blue. Yeah, well, not like, it depends on what kind of blue. Monday is white. Tuesday is kind of like a cyan. Wednesday is green. Thursday is dark blue. Friday is yellow. Saturday is white. Sunday is black. I can get behind light blue as well. Like, that's close enough for me. But every single time that I say stuff like this, like, you either get it or you don't. And I feel like it's the same with the flowers. Like, you understand the feeling or you don't. Monday is dark green. Nah, Monday is definitely white. I love it when people also have this, though. Days have a color. Oh, yeah. For me, they do. They 100% do. But I know that's not the case for everyone. I actually know that it has a name. I keep forgetting what it's called. A minimalism thing, like with Tool and lots of volume, there's just too much going on and my brain doesn't know what to focus on. Yes. So that's the feeling I get from fat flowers as well. I think you describe it perfectly. It's like my brain doesn't know what to focus on and then it makes me feel uneasy. And days have a shape for me as well. Interesting. I don't think I've ever actively thought about the shape, but probably if I had to pick, I would have a feeling for them. Oh yeah, that's what it's called. Synesthesia. Just like numbers can also have a color or a shape. It's also, if you, like for me, if I think about, like for me, the year, I can also visualize what shape the months or like the order of the months in the year have. Like for some people, if they think about a year, it's like a circle, it's like cyclical. For me, it's more like linear. And then there's just like like it's a continuous line. I'm so confused but vibing. I love that you're so vibing. I love that you're here like, I don't get this, but let's go. Let's just enjoy it. But yeah. A year is like a half circle. This summer is in the middle. Huh, a half circle. Interesting. My days of the week don't have colors. I'm jealous. I mean, you can give them colors if you want. The year is definitely a clock face. Yeah, no, to me, the year is a line. I would even argue the year is like a line that doesn't even go like this, but it goes like this. I don't know how to explain why it does that. That's just how it goes in my brain. It's like just one of those weird things where in my brain that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I feel like this is yeah, kind of like a bell curve. Yeah. But then it depends on what kind of year it is, where the high part of the bell curve is. So it's not like always January is in the beginning and then like the summer is the peak and then it goes down again. It really depends on the year. And sometimes it goes like this, like more like a little wave. So I don't know. No, so that's the thing. It's not necessarily every year is not the same. I don't know. I can't explain why my brain goes there, but that's what it does. Very much depends on the year. Yeah. Okay, so I think we have a similar experience then, you. Interesting. So I love talking about these things because even like if you totally don't get this, if you don't have this feeling, I think it's interesting to like learn about it. But if you do have this feeling, it's interesting to learn how everyone is feeling about it. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. I think I know what you mean, Yule. I have a very similar feeling. I just realized I don't have a roof trim on this roof just yet. I need to fix that for sure. I think this is the roof trim that I was using. Okay, I actually really like how this is turning out. I like their little backyard. I like that there's quite a lot of trees on the lot. I do feel like I want to have one here too. And I think I might switch that tree out for this one again, so we just have 2 types of trees on the lot. I was afraid that would be too big, but I'm actually kind of liking it. I feel really happy with how this is turning out. I like that they have, you know, their little pool house. I think that was a genius idea. I don't remember who said it in chat, but I just need outdoor lighting because right now only the pool area is actually lit up. You can't relate, but it's so interesting to hear. Was it you, Liv? Thank you again for that. It's brilliant. It is brilliant. So music is visual to you too then? Sometimes, yes. It can be. Not always though. I feel like music can be visual. I'm like trying to figure out if I feel like music is not necessarily a specific visual or color. It's more like an emotion sounds very vague because then I feel like, yeah, but everyone has like emotions with music, right? Or maybe not. Maybe not everyone feels things when they're listening to music, but I don't know. I'm like trying to find the right words to explain this, but I don't know if they exist. Oh yes. Oh my God. Raking all the leaves would be an absolute pain. They can definitely afford someone to do this. For sure. Also, I just realized, you know, it'd be nice, a pool trim. We actually have some pretty pool trims now. Let's see if we have one. I actually really like that one. I think that could match very nicely. Yeah, I like that. That matches like the natural stone that we're using over here. I think that's really pretty. But they would definitely have someone to take care of the garden for them. These people are rich, I think. That's my vision. My vision is that these people have too much money. At the same time, it's not like I've never built a house for my Sims. Like just my average legacy challenge Sims, like a house like this. But then I'm like, no, this is a house for like really rich people. I can totally see myself playing here just with normal Sims. Let's actually get that over there. Color playlist, and I must admit, purple did sound purple. Oh wait, no, but actually I love that. Also, oh my God, I didn't realize. Do you guys see this? This fence actually has lights in it. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. That is so pretty, and also giving so much, like, you know, it's screaming rich people to me again. Which fence is this? The one that came with high school years. But I feel like it actually is perfect. It just makes so much sense. I would like to have like a taller light post, I think. Is it ridiculous to have a light post in your garden? I mean, it still doesn't really light up the playground that much, to be honest. But no, I never knew that either. I don't think I've ever looked at this fence at nighttime. That's probably the reason I didn't know. I guess we could have a light there. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Rich people can have light posts. Fair enough. The question is if I like this specific light post for the house. I do actually kind of like that. I think it looks good. And then with that over there, we have enough light on the playground, I think. We have some light in the backyard. I mean, it makes sense that they're also not gonna, like, they're gonna sit around the table maybe in the evening for dinner or something, but you're not, I mean, I don't know, maybe you live in a really warm place, but I don't think that they're gonna be swimming in the pool super late at night, and if they are, they have the lights up here, so I think that's okay. Looking pretty and fancy. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you think that. Okay, we do have maybe one or two lights too many in the house because the house is hella bright inside. That's also because it's very light colored. Okay, that's better. The living room was just very bright. I do think we're also going to need some lights on the balcony. That's true. The pool is probably heated. You have a really good point there. I mean, they're rich people. Of course they have a heated pool. I don't think I would want to be like this rich. I think I'd probably struggle, not gonna lie. Because I think a lot of things would feel in a way like purposeless, or I'd feel bad for having that much money. Like I'd probably give it away if I had this much money. At the same time, also Bubbles, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. It is very nice to have you. At the same time, in all honesty, I would like to live like this for like a week, just to experiencing it. Like just to like experience what it's like to live in a house like this with a pool outside and stuff. Does that make it any sense? Just out of curiosity. Also, Irene, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, so this is an Aussie inspired world. That is true. I think I want to have a light up there as well. I do feel like we need a window up there too. It's kind of weirdly empty. And I think the things are from growing together. Also, I am very soon, there's some ads in progress. So once the ads are done, I'm going to probably pick the winner of the giveaway. So I'll just wait until they're done and do like a final call out for anyone who wants to join. But we have a giveaway going on for a year-long subscription to the Sims 3. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, don't forget to enter. Honestly, maybe just that window. That works. On that side, the roof is like closed off, so I think that's fine. I actually like that we don't really have lights back here. I think that makes sense. Also, oh my god, the stars in this world are so pretty. What do you mean? Hold on. I think it would be fun for a short amount of time. Exactly, exactly. Yes, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I would like to have this for a week or something. These stars actually look so infinite. Look at how pretty that is. I am curious. Do you think we can go off the map again? Those mountains look like if we go beyond it, we can go off the map. Do you guys remember when I did this? Accidentally? Yep. We're falling into the universe. I mean, it's pretty, don't get me wrong. But I've never been able to do this in Willow Creek or any of like the original base game worlds. But with Enchanted, oh my god. We're flying into space. I did just prove the flat world theory. Yes, yes, yes. So in The Sims, the world is flat. But I was able to do this in the world from Enchanted by Nature. And I've been so confused ever since because I don't think I've ever been able to do this in any other Sims world. It's like they changed how they designed the world or something. But look, isn't this wild? I love that the universe around it is low-key infinite. Like, for some reason, that just... Oh, and there's a moon? That just makes sense. I didn't pay attention. Yeah, we just flew outside of the world. I also love how, like, just this neighborhood is loaded. Any of the other neighborhoods are not on this flat world. I know it is really trippy, right? But I feel like the mountains that I saw, I immediately noticed that we could go past them. Because that's exactly what they look like in Enchanted by Nature. Oh yeah, if you guys are just getting out of ads, welcome to space. This is The Sims. The Sims is actually a flat world. For everyone who believes the world is flat, The Sims is your proof. There you go. It's not just flat, it's also very skinny and very thin. It's like the water is one-dimensional. Flat earthers are just Sims. Yeah, I think so. They just don't realize that they're living in a simulation. But yeah, this would be your last call to enter the giveaway. I'm quickly going to save because I think after this I'm going to move to the inside of the house. So if you want to enter for a chance to win a year-long subscription of The Sims 3, this would be your cue to do so. So you can type !cowplant in chat, and then I'm going to go and head over to the giveaway. So this is your last opportunity. If you do win, I'm going to send you a little message here on Twitch with the instructions on how to redeem it. Because it's a bit different than sending you a code, because the people at the Sims Tree actually have to link your subscription to your account. So I have made like a little email template, and I'm going to send you the email address of the person that you should email. If you then send them an email with your account, like the email that is linked to your account, they will actually activate a year-long subscription to your account. With that shell, I might need to give it another try. You can do it, Faye. I have confidence. I have confidence. Okay, I saw some more people entering. I'm just gonna wait for a little bit more until it's been running for 25 minutes exactly. But I do have a migraine now. I'm so sorry to hear that. That really sucks. Ew. Migraines are disgusting. Okay, I'm gonna close the entries. Can we get some drum rolls in chat, please? To see who won a year-long subscription for The Sims Tree. Drum rolls. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So the winner is, and like I said again, I'm going to send you a message here on Twitch with your instructions, but the winner is Serenelle. Congratulations. Like I said, you're going to receive a message from me now, but congrats on winning a year-long subscription to The Sims Tree. I hope you enjoy keeping track of your Sims stories. I love using the tool, as you know. It is the one place where I keep track of everything. So I hope you enjoy using it as well. Hold on, I'm just gonna quickly copy paste the little message for you, because I had it written down already. There we go. Thank you so much for entering, everyone. Also, could you confirm if you have seen it with a little message? If you have, like, I don't know if you're still here. If you're not here right now, then you'll probably see it tomorrow, and I'll do like a little check-in if you've seen it. But thank you all so much for entering. And then I think I might immediately start the last giveaway for today's stream already. I might actually start the last giveaway, which is one for Adventure Awaits. So it is the world that we just flew into space for. The newest expansion pack. I'm going to confirm that. Are you guys ready? As always, you can type !cowplan to join. So many giveaways. I know. I forgot to do one yesterday. So I was supposed to do one expansion pack giveaway today, and then I forgot it yesterday. So we had 2 for today. And then you guys unlocked the Sims Tree one. So there's 3 in today's stream. Let's freaking go. But yes, I'll leave this running for a while as well. I'm going to now pin the other message. There we go. But thank you all so much for being here. I'm just going to let that run for a little while we start on the inside of this build. Okay. I'm going to start by doing this. Oh, I just realized. We should probably get a little light next to the door here as well. Because that's their little thing to go into the basement. Another one. I know, Triz. Another one and another one. But yeah, today's a big giveaway day, apparently. Like I said, that wasn't necessarily the original plan, but it just kind of happened to go that way. And I love it because I said that in the beginning of stream as well, but one of the things that I love to do is because you guys are all so enthusiastic about the fundraiser, and so many of you are invested and participating and donating and listening and learning, and the least I can do is make sure that hanging out here, you know, it's just like extra celebratory during this month. Just create a little bit of extra hype around it. If you could be a piñata, what Sorry, I simply do not know enough about piñatas to answer this question. I feel like I would love to answer this question, but please enlighten me. What type of piñatas are there? You did, yes. Oh my god, you won. You won the year-long subscription to the Sims tree. So I sent you a message here on Twitch. But congrats. But like, is it just the type of animal, or like explain it to me? You've never won anything? Well, huge congrats. You won something now. Of course. I'm so happy. I love doing giveaways. It's always really fun to be able to just give people stuff. Okay. So you're playing Viva Piñata and you want me to be in Piñata in your game. How bad do you want to smack me? So you're just gonna whack your friends and mods? I mean, fair enough. Honestly, valid. Okay, so what kind of piñata do I want to be? A cat. Always a cat, honestly. You never smack them, but that's the whole point of a piñata. Why would you? How would you? I'm confused now. Explain to me why one would have a piñata and not smack it. How can you resist that urge? You are strong. The force is with you. Hold on. I feel like that one. It could be cute decor. True. Okay, hold on. What if I put that there? And then we get the bench. That doesn't fit. I was already afraid that would be the case. I hate how narrow all of this is. Like, it's just just a little bit too small. I just build you a lovely garden where you can live, and then Piñata Central will ask me for piñatas. And you are shot from a cannon to the parties that need you, and then you're fixed up. You are more filled and higher value. What is this game? What is this game? Yeah, okay, but hold, I've never heard of this. So it's like a piñata Tamagotchi? This is your I don't have a lot of spoons left game? Why do they look like this? That horse looks like it's in a commercial for braces or toothpaste. Like, what is even going on? Also, can I change my piñata to a cow, please? This cow looks like she's having a great life. I would love to be this cow. That is sure. That is you. Look, it's a fox. Please tell me you created yourself as a fox. With all the love in the world, that game looked cursed as fuck. No, literally, Triz, I'm right there with you. Yes. Oh my god. You are so right, Nuts. It looks exactly like Donkey from Shrek, but dipped in paint. No, that's literally what it looks like. Now I cannot unsee that. That is so funny. I have never in my life heard of this game, but that's a 10 out of 10. Thank you for telling me about this. I feel like a richer human right now. And I say that like as if I'm sarcastic, but I genuinely mean it. I feel like I learned something new today. I wish that didn't have the same decoration on it, and that is actually clipping. So let's get rid of that. That doesn't really work. I'm still kind of confused though. Like entertained, but confused. That doesn't really work, does it? Okay, so I guess we're gonna get rid of that. And we're gonna bring that one back. See, but that's even more crammed with the door. Why is that the case? See, now it looks like you can't take out that basket. WhatsApp coming in? Oh my god, you sent a video.
So this is my garden. I cannot do scary tree. But you basically like you build a garden and that's me. I still have to name me.
Okay, you are a fox.
You have like a little box and then I get like a box and that box I need to put like piñatas in it and then they are sent to like the caminata and then they're sent to parties. I'm using a program my not but you get all these kind of piñatas like I have butterflies and I have a snake and I plant all the plants. I have all kinds of aesthetics and I get totally beautiful.
This looks like a horror game. Why does everything around all the piñatas look so dark? Oh yeah, sorry, my volume was pretty low. I'm confused. Entertained but confused. Because it is nighttime? Okay, why does the game look like a horror game at nighttime? It scares me. If you make me as a piñata, I'll be scared. Okay, I actually like that. That blue goes really well with the door. I think that's pretty. I just think it's slightly too big. So let's actually go like that. I like that. I think that's very nice. Well, Annabelle, will you? So that's what started. That question started this whole conversation, Thomas. Abu asked if you would be a piñata, what animal would you be? And that confused the hell out of me. The answer is a cow, apparently. I looked up the photos and I saw the cow and I thought it looked really cute. Still slightly confused, but at least I'm happy to be a cow. Yelika, hello. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Wait, were you playing on Creator SMP today? Who said that? Who said that? Ellen, where did you hear that? Who said that? Where? Why? I didn't even see this message. Who said that? Oh my god, Abu! Abu! Anyways, you're still alive. Let's go. You guys came into a really weird time. Because apparently one of my mods just said that he's gonna milk me because I'm a cow in a piñata game. And that's what I was stressing about right as you guys raided in. So, welcome in. How was your stream? I hope you had a good time on Creator SMP. I've been like watching it a little bit from different perspectives. I would probably die within the first 3 minutes. of that SMP. But welcome in. Thank you so much for that shout out for Yelika. For anyone hanging out here, if you're looking for a wonderful fellow Dutchie to follow, I do know that Yelika streams in Dutch, so just a little heads up. But she does a lot of Sims and also now Minecraft. There is a Dutch Minecraft creator SMP called the Creator SMP, where a lot of Dutch creators are actually playing hardcore Minecraft together. So if you want to go check it out, look at the quotes. The quotes are terrible. I don't want to look at the quotes. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. For anyone hanging out here that is new to the stream, welcome in. My name is Rosanna, or Ro. I use she, her pronouns. On this channel, we do co-working, gaming, and a sprinkle of IRL. And I'm also from the Netherlands. So I do speak Dutch, but I stream in English. But I can understand Dutch. It's my native language. Born and raised in the Netherlands. And yeah, we're playing a lot of Sims here as well. Also, Yelika, if you need to go raid and run, raid and rest, please make sure to do so as well. It is really, really kind of you that you sent your community over here. I promise to take good care of them. For anyone who's interested in The Sims, we do actually have a giveaway going on. I have a giveaway of Adventure Awaits. The Sims team very kindly shared a lot of codes with me to give away as part of our yearly fundraiser for Movember. So if you want to enter, feel free to type !cowplant in chat. And also Pastel, what the heck? Thank you so much for the 13 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here for such a long time already. And also, thank you so much again for the raid. I appreciate that a lot. We are working on my shell challenge. I made a very cursed shell challenge for Movember, and this is what we're building. We are... We are building in the world of Gibby Point. So this is the world that comes with the brand new expansion pack. So in case you think this is beautiful and you do play The Sims, you might actually like to enter the giveaway. This looks so normal. Thank you. I worked really hard to make my shell challenge look normal, because for anyone who doesn't know, this was a pretty cursed puzzle shell. We used some of the cursed puzzle pieces as a pool house back here. So we have like a covered area of the pool. This is, I think, the ugliest part. Maybe we can hide that a little bit more. Hold on. Let's just put a little bush here. There we go. Hold on. Now it looks a little less cursed. Not a lot less cursed, but a little less cursed. But yeah, we have like our little pool house back here that looks like this. And then we have our little garden, and this is a house that it's kind of inspired by the Hamptons, like a very rich area where people vacation. So we just started decorating the inside. Now we just started decorating the hallway, and I'm trying to make everything, I don't know, look rich. I guess that's what I'm going for. So if you want to hang out, you're super welcome to. And yeah, I'll let that giveaway run for a little bit more. So probably a couple of minutes, and then right before the end of stream, I'm going to draw the, yeah, where people's summer. Exactly. Faye, thank you so much for the $1.11 for Team Sense. You want to hear something funny? I have good news for you. With those 11 cents, our total now has cents, but the group total for the first time in the month doesn't have any cents anymore. So the group total now has a round number. For the entire month, it kept being on cents because everyone in the team kept having some cents somewhere, but somehow all of our cents are now rounding off. And it's 11/11 on the 11th of the 11th. Oh my god. That's some 11ception for you. Let me put a stamp on my arm. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. 11/11 on the 11th of the 11th is actually impressive. I love that you managed to do that. Because Ellie's amount ends with, yeah, 89. So we now actually have a nice round total. Okay, I'm just gonna find a ceiling lights to add in here, because this light, I always use those so that I remember to change them out because they're so ugly. I used to exclusively build with the big saucer light before they added the small one. Can't believe, I don't think I'll ever be going back to that. Can't believe that that was the case. I feel like something like this is actually kind of perfect. Yeah, that's the right vibe for sure. There we go. I like that. It's fairly simple, but honestly, I feel like this house, like we talked about this before, but this is a place where people summer. I saw someone say that in chat earlier as well. I think that is actually a perfect description of what this house is supposed to be. It is a place where rich people not just vacation, they summer here. So I think in that sense, I'm also not going to decorate the house with a lot of I don't know. I'm gonna make it look like people are here for their vacation maybe, but it's not supposed to look like a house where people live like every single day. Whole ass Movember campaign is already at 73,000. What? Also, Simmerly, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Hello, hello. How was your stream? I hope you had a really good time. I see you were playing some water park simulator. I have legit only seen people play that in the most cursed way possible. In like I hope that you, how are you playing it? And also, honestly, it doesn't matter how many people come with the raid. The fact that you decided to come over here, the fact that you decided to bring your community over, that means a lot. So thank you so much for coming over. I appreciate you a lot, and I hope you had a great stream. The game is amazing. I feel like every single time I see clips from this game, it's like it's potentially the most cursed game of 2025. It's hilarious. I don't really understand, apart from the fact that you're simulating a water park, like I don't really understand the goal of the game, apart from just being very silly and having a great time. So I hope you had a great time. Also, can we get a big shout out for Simmerly, please? Exactly, the way you can just push people around. It's just so silly. It is just so silly. But thank you so much again for coming over here. I really, really do appreciate that. We are building a house with my shell challenge, and I'm trying to figure out what kind of color scheme I want to go for. I just started decorating the inside of the house, and for anyone who's new, my name is Rosanna or Ro. I use she, her pronouns, and on this channel we do gaming, co-working, and a sprinkle of IRL. And if you want to hang out here, you're super welcome to do so. But also that goes for anyone who came with that raid from Yelika earlier as well. If you need to go raid and run, raid and rest, please make sure to do so as well. We do have a cheeky little giveaway going on, so if you're interested in winning the Sims 4 Adventure Awaits, you can type !cowplant in chat. You do have to be a follower to be eligible to win, so if you're not following but you have entered, this is your moment to shine. No judgment, by the way. I know sometimes people are like, oh shit, is it now awkward if I follow? Absolutely not. If you're not following but you do want to have a chance to win, you can absolutely still enter. But yeah. If you want to have a chance to win, you can type !cowplant. You can't play in it the gameplay not be cursed. Let's just put it that way. It is very annoying. The game is annoying, but so fun at the same time. So it spikes your blood pressure a bit, and you just start attacking things. Okay, so it basically, like, how do you say this? It entices you to get chaotic. If that makes any sense. Thank you for the uptime reminder. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna just quickly finish the task that I just started, which is picking wallpaper. Because I realized that I actually hadn't done that. I might actually leave the hallway white, because I feel like with the dark blue details, that's already pretty nice. But we're definitely gonna need a fancy wall. I don't like the colors on this though. Maybe we can go for something like this. I do feel like that definitely fits the vibe of what I'm going for. Just don't like that light. I picked it and I was like, nah, that doesn't really work. And I'm also not entirely sure about the table. You laughed yourself into a stomach ache. Oh God. Let's not bring up what you said then again. Because I feel like That was very cursed. I also... Did you milk in the meantime? Yeah, Abu, I'm sorry. We're never gonna let that go. I mean, it's kind of at my expense as well, but I don't even care. It is a very normal question. No, absolutely. You're so right. I ask that like on a normal day to anyone. You know, on the subway, strangers, I don't care. I just want to know. You say that you don't mean to cause chaos, but it's really hard to believe when you say stuff like that, Abu. You do realize that, right? Oh, I like the blues. That's actually pretty. I feel like it's been a really long time since I've done a house that had a lot of blue in it because I've kind of stayed away from blue. But honestly, I feel like maybe I could make it work this time around. I think it could be pretty. I was crying, laughing, and I needed that. I'm happy that so many of you got cheered up by Abu saying absolutely unhinged shit in chat today. That just feels right, you know? Ooh, I like the light blue one actually even more because it has like a lighter frame. That's pretty. Also, I know the uptime, so I'm gonna do a last call now. Uh-oh, my game is freezing. I'm gonna do a last call for the giveaway. Is choosing a piñata technically smash or pass? Ooh, that's a good question. I think so. Ran with it. We just copy paste it, dear. You're ruthless. And I love it. When did you save? Now? No, it always has this when it needs to load the entire library. That's the downside of having a lot of packs and playing with a mod to hide your custom content. Okay, I feel like that is too tall, so I'm gonna have to size it down, but that is low-key the perfect cabinet to have in this dining room. I do think I might add it like over here. But vibe-wise, that is just amazing. And then we can have another one like this over here. I feel like that just matches so well. Haven't saved in a while. Yes, same. Thank you for the stretchy. Hold on. Ugh. No, everything you built was gone. I'm so sorry. Oh, I absolutely hate it when that happens. That really sucks. I low-key hate how fancy this is, but I'm just jealous. Yeah, kind of same. I think we need some darker contrast, so maybe another dark blue. I don't know if we have a good dark blue rug that I feel like would fit here. Just gonna do a quick check. Oh, something like this. Oh, I hate how perfect that is, actually. Because that's disgustingly fancy. So I guess that's what we're gonna go for then. You were recording so you could rebuild. That is nice, but it's still really frustrating that you have to, you know? It just sucks. That's not what you want to spend your time on. Oh, that's gonna float. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna have to fix that. That's not something I'm gonna do today. I can do that later. Also, hi Noah, thank you for the lurk. It is good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Okay. I am gonna wrap up stream soon as well. I just got invested in this dining room a little bit too much. Let's go. You can still enter. Good shout. If you want to enter for a chance to win The Sims 4 Adventure awaits, this would be your last opportunity because I'm going to draw the giveaway winners very soon. Yep, that's just perfection. Having that over there. I like how this is turning out though. No. And also by like a kitten. Like, how can you get mad? if that happens. You actually can't. Just sucks. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this here. I think if we have one more stream, especially considering I'm not gonna make this house extremely cluttered, I think we should be able to finish it in one more stream. Because we did so much on the landscaping today. So I'm gonna see when I'm gonna do that. I definitely want to finish it within this month. I'm just gonna have to see with the schedule when that will be. It might actually just be next week. Yeah, I'm really happy with how it's turning out. I can't believe we actually figured out this weird bit in the back, and I'm liking the landscaping a lot. I feel like the house definitely looks more in place. I did a lot. Thank you. I actually focused for once on a building stream, even though I feel like I also got distracted. Like, we talked about so many things. We talked about Movember. We did all the giveaways and stuff. We reached goals. We watched the video. But the fact that I actually got 2 rooms done on the decoration, I'm pretty happy with myself. Let's do a final save, and then I am gonna draw the winner of the giveaway before we wrap up stream. So let's see. Can we get some drum rolls in chat to see who is gonna win The Sims 4 Adventure Awaits? And then also for the winner, I'm going to send you a message here on Twitch with your code. So just keep an eye out on your DMs here on Twitch. I'm going to send it right away. So you should be able to see that pop up soon enough. But the winner is Simmerly. Oh my goodness. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. I love that for you. You rated in, you joined, and you won. You came here to win. Let's freaking go. Congratulations. I'm going to send you a message here on Twitch with your code right now. I hope you enjoy The Sims 4 Adventure Awaits so much. Thank you again for rating in. I really do appreciate that. And for anyone, if you didn't win right now, worry not. I have a bunch more codes coming in for the rest of the month. Also, next to that, hold on. There we go. Let me know if you've seen the message. Also, hi Malia, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. It is good to see you. Hello. If you didn't win just now, like I said, I have more codes coming in. And actually tomorrow, even though I'm not streaming, I'm going to have a really cool giveaway that I'm going to do in the Discord because it actually requires a bit more explanation, and I realized it would be annoying to do that on stream, but Movember actually has a very special game bundle where you can get like a whole heap of games just by donating $5 through like a game bundle website. So it wouldn't go to the fundraiser that we have here, but it goes basically to that website. However, they gifted me 3 bundles to give away to you guys. So tomorrow in the Discord, if you're not there, keep an eye out. This is your time to join. It's going to be a bundle with a bunch of games in it that you can all play. And if you win one of those codes, basically just gonna send them to you. You can activate them. But because like, one, I need to link the website. I need to tell you which games are in there. I need to explain how to redeem them, all of those things. I figured it would be a bit easier to do in the Discord. But Movember very kindly provided me with the keys for that. So yeah, I get to give that away as well as a celebration. They actually gave those keys because they saw how well the community was doing on the fundraiser, and they wanted to give back as well. So the charity is involved as well. So I just wanted to let you guys know that it's being seen. You guys are being very appreciated for all your efforts that you're doing, and for all the donations that you're making, and for all the things that you're learning. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I can't believe that we hit the 6.5K today. That means that we're on our way to unlocking the Pomodorathon at 7K. Thank you all so much. I will be off tomorrow, so no streams tomorrow, but I'll be back with co-working on Thursday, and I'll be back with gaming on Friday. On Friday, we're going to be playing Towns of City, so this is going to be my first time playing that game. So if you want to come check it out, it's a really cozy city builder / strategy game. Like, it has some strategy elements into it, but it's a bit like I would say like a strategy light kind of game. So even if you're unfamiliar with strategy games or you don't really know what that means, I think this would be actually a perfect introduction into the genre where you can kind of explore it in a really cozy and chill way. So yeah. I don't actually have a day off tomorrow. I just don't stream or record. It's like my day off camera. But I do have a bunch of work to do tomorrow, but it's all chill. I'm just going to be sat here in my pajamas. I have a workout tomorrow morning, and then I'm just going to chill for the rest of the day. Do some cozy work. And yes, good reminder, Esther, we do also have Movember merch. So if you're hanging out here and you would like to actually get some merchandise with the planty mustache emote on it, you can. And all the proceedings from the merchandise will actually be donated to Movember as well. So I don't keep any of the money. It's just a fun extra way of raising funds. Exactly. It's my potato work day. It's my potato work day. That's what we've been calling it. But thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys. I am going to go and find us someone to raid because I've already been live for more than 3 hours, and I'm going to see who is doing some Sims today. Let's see. I don't actually know if there is. I see. Ooh, I have a fun place where we can go. A friend of mine, a fellow Dutchie, but she also streams in English, is actually doing shell tours. Although I think she's building, so I don't know if her title is entirely correct. Maybe she's doing shell tours, but she. Yo. Thank you so much. Ironically enough, you now brought back the 89 cents to the team total. But thank you so much for the $1.89. Also, for anyone hanging out here, Esther earlier posted all the links to my socials and the VODs and stuff in chat. So if you wanna go hang out on any of my other socials, feel free to do so. Thank you for the follow. Hold on. There we go. A mustache on my arm for you. Thank you for the $1. It's more important to be correct here. Fair enough. But yeah, we're gonna go say hi to Isla. Isla's doing some building, so I think what she might be doing is shell tours when someone redeems it, and then in the meantime she's doing some cozy building. Like I said, she is also a Dutchie, but she streams in English, and she is a very cozy place, and I very rarely get to raid her because she's not very often on while I wrap up streams, so I'm excited to go there. If you are coming along, we have special Movember raid messages that you can copy paste, so feel free to grab those so that we can put some Movember love in Isla's chat. I'm gonna start that raid. The sense war continues as we're raiding out. Faye, thank you so much for the $2.22, getting both our total and the event total on sense. There we go. That's a bit of a wonky mustache, huh? There we go. I fixed it. Thank you. Don't forget to copy paste the raid message. I can't sleep like that. Imagine sleeping with that ink. I mean, I do. That's why some of them go like this. And then tomorrow I have to work out with this ink. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. Thank you guys so much for the stream today. I had such a good time. I really enjoyed hanging out. I'm crying. Here's a hug for you with all the mustaches. But thank you all so much. I hope you have a great rest of your time zone wherever you are. Like I said, I'll be back on Thursday with co-working, and I'll be back on Friday with more gaming. I appreciate all of you. You guys are the bestest. Thank you for doing everything for Movember that you can. And I'll talk to you guys later.